Uh-oh. Hello, Jimmy. Guess you can hear me correctly. Let me see if I can get that volume down a little bit. I'm getting some feedback. Let me try this. I'm using my headphones now. Tell me if you got some problems, feedback problems. And Jimmy, we're just going to hit, since you're here right now, I'll talk directly to you. We're going to hit a few tabs here and see if they pop up for you. Hold on. This is live, so I can actually share my screen now. And I can go anywhere that anyone wants me to go to. And just waiting for the time for it to jump in. But we're gonna hit on Linda Fig. We're gonna hit this where she says she hit space origami in space. Well, you're gonna be surprised about what I have. I have quite a few things, including like the media relations for FIU, female, female, female. Wait a minute, female, female, female. Oh, okay. They couldn't hire a single male. Well, that's just point for people. But Linda Fig was talking about how she, from space, the program or whatever they have at FIU, they could visualize origami. Well, it turns out the National Weather Service, Miami, Florida, is located in or at Florida International University. Keep in mind, I have about a 20-second delay from when I'm talking into when you see the image. So I'm about 20 seconds ahead of you, so I can always go backwards. Yeah, I see your comment now. Well, you can see I'm reading the comments now. You see how I'll jump back. Let me make a note here. Yeah, Jimmy, you're welcome. So I'll get you going here. Let's see if I can. So there's, I think you're up to speed yet. Let me see. I'm looking at my tablet to the left. Well, can I go back to here and see what this is doing? All right. And one more thing here. We'll get to the origami one, but here are the tabs you're going to go through, Jimmy. All this stuff, man. OSHA. So I'm going to hit on OSHA also, obviously, that's part of the title. That OSHA was able to find a willful death in Western Florida. International, a man cited, Rick Mann International cited for, I think that's the company's name. Nevertheless, they were responsible for the death of their worker. A willful violation is one committed with intentional, knowing or voluntarily disregard for the law's requirement, or plain indifference to worker safety and health. This is why. So OSHA they do preliminaries at all at all their investigations. They do a preliminary. That preliminary, I am sure, has been out already on this one. And these were deaths. And there is no free death at work, as far as I know, with anyone. You can't go, oh, well, that's a freebie. And we're not counting the military either. But those workers on the bridge that died, or worker on the bridge that died, well, single worker, right? That puts OSHA involved with the injuries also. But that willful death thing gets you, let me just look at my tabs here, it gets you about $129,000 fine. And we have, and here's this one, they've got $161,000. As we bounce over, okay, I'm back to that tab. Oh, it loaded a different tab. 2 streams. Really? Huh. I gotta wait 20 seconds for your answer. SRO stag. Is it 2 streams running right now? It should be only 1 stream because I only have 1 stream key. You get a key with this to tie it together. So I'm not sure how the other stream is showing up. Let's just go on and maybe, I don't know if you can write in the other stream out. Maybe I can find it. All right. So with the bridge and the construction of it also, I'm going to go through, and you can't see it. I've got numerous tabs, but all of its data I'm going to share with you. So this is the Federal Highways Administration. This is what they have here. Buy American policies require domestic manufacturing process for all steel or iron products that are permanently incorporated in federal aid highway construction projects. So quite a few people have asked me about the steel and was it imported steel, etc. Well, this says that you cannot use imported steel. That you can use it if you get a waiver, or you can use like it's like $2,500 worth. It's very insignificant. We did see on that pipe though that it doesn't cover all materials, because we saw the pipe, the plumbing pipe came from India or something like, some foreign country. So here's the Tiger Grant. In the Tiger Grant, it says contract hours and safety standards. This refers to, I'm going to share all these links. You know what? Maybe I should throw a link there. Here's a Tiger Grant. I'm going to throw a link in the, as we go through it, I'll drop links. So let me go. I've got to go back to there. I switched to the new stream. There are, DOS, I'm not sure how, here is a, not sure what's going on in DOS. Here, this is the what I'm sharing, I'm typing, as you guys can say. This is the Tiger Grant, what I'm showing. Tiger Grant requirements. That's this tab that I just sent loaded. The link's here to your left. Hey DOS, I want to know how you making out with that project of yours. I've looked at that photograph numerous times you sent me. Waiting for it to pop up with something new. Moving over to your left again, let me come back to the Tiger Grant. So this Tiger Grant, if it's less than $100,000, then this a lot of this stuff doesn't apply. But this is clearly over $100,000. This is the Tiger Grant rules to play by. So if anyone wants to share this, you can share it on those other sites you guys go to. If you're part of those engineering other sites, you can share this with them. The link's right there. And they can really have a lot of fun finding so many things this bridge construction probably violated. Now I'm going to close this tab out. I just highlighted the one thing because it deals with, this is the OSHA thing, and we have, let me scroll down, and this deals with safety. It should be highlighted still on this page. Because OSHA ultimately should have already released the finding, a preliminary finding showing negligence. They're pretty fast about that too. Looks like my highlights are gone. All right, I'm going to close this tab. And then I'm going to show you guys some track the money stuff. All right, back to this. Let me see if you guys got any questions first over here. Hey, P. You have 2 YouTube channels listed for the broadcast. Thanks, P. I'm not sure how to bounce them. I could go over there, but since it's live, you'll actually see my stream key, it turns out. And that's the one thing they say, protect, because then anybody would be able to stream anything they want on this channel. So I don't know how to close it down. Let me see if I can creep on it, if you will. And I think I have that over here. So P, this is the origami stuff. This is the satellite stuff. We're going to try to track down Linda's Figs origami thing. Oh, and let me give away a teaser real quick. You know where I do things. Let me give you the teaser of origami and how you're going to be like, what? What the F, right? First off, I'm going to hit this too. I mean, not first off. We're going to hit this too. This Senator Bill, this FIU guy. And then we're going to hit down right below here. The ex-mayor saying a couple days after, go after the governor has got his foot in it. And that's amazing because that's what I found too. And you remember, you guys should really like this. Do you remember how FIU and everybody. Now, and I'll pull it up, but I'm giving you guys a background of where we're going. You guys remember how they have the lobbying company, and everybody says, no, no, that's not our lobbyist. That's not our lobbyist. Listen to those words. Remember I said everyone wants to tell you the truth. If you just listen to them, you can figure it out. Well, that made me think that's not our lobbyists. Not we don't have lobbyists. So that made me go into some hunting. And first off, I'll give us a teaser. Look, Air Force awards FIU $4.8 million to establish a center for origami antennas. What are the odds of that, right? This was just awarded March 2nd. So what are the odds of that? We'll get to that, though. We'll get to that. You know, and here it is. Here's the FIU origami antennas, right? What are the odds of that? So there are no odds of that. Defense Technology, Washington, D.C. But let me jump on a few tabs and give you guys the teasers this way. We're going to track down this person, Director of Federal Relations for FIU, help organize the White House advisory visits. So they're tied into the White House. This Carlos person. You're gonna see it all. Let me scroll over. I think, let me see what you guys can see. Yeah, you can't see my tabs above. That's okay. So we're going to see that there's Assistant Vice President of Federal Relations. You know, I'm just giving you teasers. We'll come back to it. Let me just give you the bounce around a little bit. So this is FIU doing lobbying. Let me scroll to the top. Florida National Guidelines on Federal Lobbying Contacts Reporting. They are heavy in the lobbying. So yeah, that little clown, that person, they don't need them. This person is dialed in, as I'll show you. This is, let me make sure this is it here. Apparently this is it. This is for advocating and educating regarding origami defense technologies. This is lobbying for that. So they lobbied, and they got the 14. Let me go over another one. They got the 4.8 mil for that. Now this person, you're going to see what insignificant amount of money they contribute to, but you're also going to see that they contribute to Democrats. And I'm not, fighting that deal because, people are allowed to believe what they want to believe. So what? Most Democrats are off the far end, not rational. Hope I didn't trigger my Democrat followers. All right, so heck, I used to be a Democrat. Then I grew up. But look, you can see that this Carlos Becerra is a primary leader there. The connection in the White House. I'm sorry, with the U.S. House of Representatives. You saw the White House a minute ago. Here's DACA students with the U.S. House of Representatives, Department of Defense there. Scroll up. It's with the U.S. House of Representatives dealing with. I'll show you the code for DEF. TRA is well, I'm going to show you the codes. TRA is the lobbying code for road work, things like that, I believe. I'll show you that in the next couple of clicks. Again, same lobbyists, and you're going to see the HCR is another code. But number one is, it goes on and on. There's 17, 19, whatever it might be. But number one is this one, the origami one for us right now, and that they hire lobbyists. So go to opensecrets.org. I'm going to put this link down here for you guys right now. Hold on. This will drive you crazy once you hear. Advocate for University Transportation Center. So don't go there yet because I'll creep over to it. And you guys don't, this will go so many places you'll have to, it's Florida International University. That's their lobbying. And we look at the issues in 2010. And we can see that they have, you can click on there what the budget they spent and go from there. We can bounce up to 2018, but we know the grant didn't start until, so right now they're in defense, they're in health issues, immigration, transportation, which we know that they're doing. So they're already lobbying. But I'll show you. Let me find you guys and see what I'm missing in comments. But I'll show you that. We'll get to that. Okay, how do I shrink that? Let's shrink that over to see these. Hermito Guy. Yep, right stream and second stream. Yeah. Sorry about that. I guess I didn't delete enough. I thought this was the only one with the only key. It's interesting. So now back to, yeah, I just want to see what comments are. Found stream 2. Cool. I'll delete stream 2. So I guess we stay here. I guess we're in here. I don't know if I'm in the other one or not. So we'll get to that. So here's our origami statement, but we don't want to trigger that yet. We're going to get to all the background data first. So this opensecrets.org, let me bring that link over for you guys. And so to bring it over, I do this, and I go down here to comments, and I guess I'll know if I'm in the second one if it doesn't show up. Whoa! Oh, that's the one we're going to deal with. Okay, so, oh yeah, I see what's going on now. I see the other stream now because I put a link already down here, and it's not showing up. Oh, let me refresh the page. Please show up. Great. Waiting for it to load. It's obviously got a delay. Loading. Oh, yeah, PE. I go, the 7 p.m. one is a different stream? Okay. Well, it's over here now, too, because I see this link. So here, I'm going to give you Open Secrets. This is Open Secrets, right? And all he asks is that you credit him to share his data. So there's his data. And there we go, Open Secrets. And so there it is to the bottom left. Arg. Or Jeff. Hello, Jeff. All right, so let me go to back over here, and let's get you some more data before we go through it. So there, you can click on these, and you'll find the lobbying money. You can come back to the beginning of this, 2015. And you can see the bills they work and etc. But we'll get to it. So let's scroll over. So here's FIG. FIG is also lobbying. FIG in 2004 put up 40 grand. Their point person is Richard. That name there, right? That's their point person. Now, it does show up again, but it's hard to find. And I'm trying to remember if I have it. And we look it up this way. Here's the lobbying report for 2013. And as you see, this is 2004. There's the Federalist Group is what they use. FIG uses to do their lobbying for bridging. They've been doing it, as you can see, back to 2004. So you would put up here FIG. Just type in FIG, and you'll get a start on all this. And again, you guys can share this with those other engineering groups. You know, they look like they get stagnant on us. I went in there and peeked in there, and I was like, hey, they don't have anything to talk about. So let's see if we can energize them again. Moving on. So then we can slip over to issues, because I can delete this one once we're done. And transportation, of course, because that's what they do. And then we can see what agencies. Nothing for 2004. Bills, did they submit any bills? No. And they get other people to submit the bills. But then we go, here we are, year-end termination. This is a weird one. And we have 40 grand and 40 grand. And if you bounce up, it says 2004. Now see, I can't change dates here, but I can go to lobbyists. Now I can, I could change dates a minute ago, couldn't I? Great. And let's go with summary. Yeah, you can get the, so let's see if we, yeah, and it looks like that, like it's a dead end, like they only did 2004. It's not, because you guys just saw that. Let me go over here again to show you. You can see that that's the Federalist dealing for Rick, dealing with FIG, and we scroll down for your evidence of that. Stuart Hill, 10/5/2004. Secretary of the Senate, and it's got a stamp on it, 4th October 2013. All right, so let's bounce back to FIG. Great. It doesn't look like I'm going to make this thing work just a second, just this moment. But you guys, I've already beat this up. Okay, that might work. So then you can hit this person, and it will also tell you what money they're giving it to. This is the firm, this is the person. You can track them down and see what they're doing. They work for this person, and you can see their clients. And this person works tied into this person, and their clients are City of Ontario, California, FIG Engineering. So you could actually track to see how these all connect by seeing if their jobs cross. You know, what were they lobbying? It takes some work. It's not a freebie, but you can see the crossover. I'm going to close this down in a second. There's your lobbying money to Democrats. So this one, and this is amazing. So this one, they had to buy off some Republicans, and it's not hidden. Here are your recipients. Your $500. You can see how cheaply everyone goes for. $2,000. Alaska representative. Remember, if you buy this person, I call it buying them, right? That's my clear term of lobbying for me. If you buy this person can then, for their little $2,000, this is what I find amazing. The CIA guy, he said you can buy the United States of America for about, I think he figured out $2.8 million. And I was like, what kind of quack is this? And then he, after watching his entire setup for half an hour, he finally says, well, you can buy anything one time out for about that money via lobbying. You just need to buy the majority votes to get that bill to pass. Now you own it. So if you want to get something done, you cough up the money and you get it done. So this person, Lisa, for example, could also know Bill. Bill owes Lisa a favor, and Lisa says, I'll help you get Bill. I'll help you get Bill on this one too. And he says, a solid deal. Here's $2,000. I don't know how that money changes hands, but nevertheless, we see it clearly changes hands. And it goes that cheap. Look, $500. These congressmen and politicians are dirt cheap. They're, what a friend called them, a cheap whore. Let me see what you guys are. Let me see a comment over here. All right, sorry about that. It says in the long chat starts at 7 p.m. By the way, is it 7? What is 7 p.m.? Jimmy, I was trying to move it, and it's not going to move. I didn't move. It started this one. I don't know. Looking over the comments now. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's over in the other chat or not. I'm going to wait for this to catch up. I'm looking at the screen now to see if you guys want to say something to follow those links I gave you. Yeah, PE. It's going to show up too. Let me bounce over here. Advocate for University Transportation Center. So now we're here at Florida International University. And Advocate for University Transportation Center. You guys can type in FIU here. So this shows FIU is full of it when they said that they're not lobbying. Well, there's not their lobbyists. Let me scroll down to the far end. And let's do this. And I'm going to wait for the screen to catch up. Okay, so now the screen is caught up. I don't know what that delay is, but now you know that's the delay. And as I'm reading, MCM spokesman said the lobbying registration was not a filing by MCM and said they had nothing to do with the law firm or any federal lobbying effort. Any federal lobbying effort. I'm scrolling over to Open Secrets again. We'll get to that. These are the people involved. Hold on. We'll get to them. I'm trying to show you that we're going to pull up MCM. Well, I guess we'll pull up FIU first. So here we see FIU, research FIU onto opensecrets.org. You can see what they're about. 2017, 2017. You can find the history of their actions, if you will. And now I'll type in here MCM. David Koch comes up. That's nothing. I'm getting sidetracked by that. Let me just take a quick look at this David Koch thing. Oh, MCM. Moving on. I'm going to bounce out of that one. I want to show you that MCM is still does have lobbying going on. And let me get to it. National Transportation Board. It's so many tabs. I wanted to show you guys that lobbying, National Traffic Safety, NTSB gets lobbied. They get lobbied, and this would be a rabbit hole. I went down it already, but they get lobbied. Some for safety reasons, there are nice ones, but you think they would be that you could not lobby the NTSB. You would think that the NTSB would just be, just making rules as they come. Nope. NTSB gets lobbied. All right, new tab. I'm closing out that tab. And here's one of the lobbyings from the Southwest Airlines, and their lobbying on the NTSB. And then we have Tiger Grant. So we look up Tiger. If you type in Tiger Grant under here, and you'll see that this thing is this is a rabbit hole. But it's an awesome rabbit hole if you want to get, because I'm ultimately trying to find the original Tiger Grant and want to see how it was lobbied. Nevertheless, it wasn't successful the first 1-2 times, right? So what went differently? So let me close out that tab, making it easy for me to keep track of what I'm doing with you guys. So here's O'Neill and Associates. A little bit of money. It's $37,000 profile for 37,450, and we can see that they give pretty much all to the Democratic Party and a little bit to the Republican Party. And here are their shills, or whatever you want to call them. Here they are. Here are the people in the small amounts they get. And somewhere somebody said Schultz or something. Somebody's in here for like $50. Oh, right here. Watch this. View candidate receipt. View all. So behind view all, we scroll down to the bottom. We get the little crumbs of people taking $100 here, $200 here. Here's a little bit of money there. $100. Democrat. $100. Was that lunch? Dinner? Really? All right. So you can pull up the states on this too. So this is O'Neill, and you'll see the tie-in of that. And I think I'll give you that link. So let me do this. Wow, lobbying is legal? Yeah, Rick, how you doing? Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's so much that I worked on the past, well, rest of my last bit of my life that I'm playing around with this. You can hit where this is the recipient, and then you go to congressional committees. What do they do with that? It's O'Neill. You scroll down and go, okay, so they're hitting on transportation, a little bit of crumbs. You and I consider this nothing, but apparently they're getting some huge status on this, and we're going to get to FIU's a little bit of money. You're going to be like, wow, they get millions and millions of dollars with just connections, because the money that they're putting out is a joke. And we'll show it. And Look at this O'Neill Associates, 1.2 million in 2003. And it's going to it's tying into the FIU. You know, following the money thing. I don't know how they came up with zero there. I guess it's 2011. All right, so O'Neill. Let's click O'Neill here. And something about O'Neill is important, but you guys can come back to that. As I clicked O'Neill to the right again, O'Neill Associates, I'm trying to think how I got there. They moved to one more. House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. All right, so this would obviously be, you know, your committees you want to hit up to get bridge and, you know, $17 million bridge job. And you can see the lobbying money here, general industry, general contractors. You can see who's getting money. For example, the Virginia Republican there, obviously he's got some status because they took down $33,000. And then we got the Lou Barber Republican PA, also has some status, $46,000. So to get their ear, it costs you a little more money on the same deal. And then you can see the hierarchy of who's got the biggest, the more expensive ear, if you will. And here's California. Here's Texas. And this one I think I will share with you guys. I'll link this over there just now. I'll link this over to you. Let me scroll down. Here we go. Schuster. Bill Schuster. Yeah. He cost 60 what? Almost 64,000 to listen to a zero mat. Okay. So this link I'll give you. Then I'll close that one out. Repeating hearsay. Just careful of repeating hearsay. What does it say here? This poor man is in very bad shape. President, I just want to share privately. Justin Kelly. This poor man is in very bad shape. Persistent vegetable state. I just want to. Yeah, I don't hearsay. So yeah, I'll take that in consideration for me. There we go. So we already went that one. That's the House Transportation Committee. That's the one you want to bang on if you want to get the dollars, right? If you want to get the grants. Wow, look at it. So they love that money. All right, moving on from there. I'm going to get back to it. Bouncing over now. Lobbyist working for O'Neill Associates. I guess I'm not there yet. All right, so we're going to hit on Peter and lobbyist. Hold on. And slide over. Marco Rubio taking money. That's the senator there acting like all sweet, right? My man's taking down some big money. And you can see his contributors. And as we scroll down to his contributors, I think I recalled seeing something was, where to go? I did tie it in. Give me a minute to come back to that then. Bill Nielsen. Okay. This is an important little connection there because I highlighted it. 10 million to Senator Bill Nielsen, Florida. That's the other senator. As you scroll down, he's tied in with this. This group came to him and gave him $32,000, $32,400. This group is tied to, there's some there. That's the law firm. And they represent, they focused all their money on these three people. So they hit Florida, Florida, and Virginia. So, you know, it's obviously out of state. So this person's got the pull I was telling you guys about, and they need that person to come along and play. The tune of $10,800. And Nielsen needed 32.4 to speak up, and 27 here. And it was given to him right. So that's a senator, and we don't hear from. I put this up here because we don't hear from Bill Nelson on this deal, do we? About the bridge collapse, and yet he's the senator there also, and we'll tie him into. I mean, Florida. A couple people said that Florida is the most corrupt thing there is. Oh my gosh, that's all I see now. That Florida is just tied in just one terrible connection after another. Here's your two senators right here. Your senators, Bill Nelson and Marco Rubio. And we don't have to go any further on that one. And then we says one of the, okay, so right here, meet the lobbyist. This is a lobbyist for Manila. This person ties into the mayor. The mayor's son was a lobbyist and also he worked for, let me get this right. Yes, I'll show it to you. So Carlos, right here. So here he is. Well, the picture of him, Julio. Used to work at MCM Construction with his dad's pal and law, Pedro Manila, as his boss. With his dad's pal. With his dad's pal-in-law. What is that? So his dad is the mayor, and they actually got sanctioned because the Manila, MCM Manila, got this job without it ever going to contract. Let me just give you the darn link. Firm did $4 million pack, right? Carlos' son's firm, which is hold on, let me copy it and share it with you guys. So I don't think anything's going to come of this. With all these payoffs every which way, or we call them payoffs, right? Nobody's doing anything. I mean, it's paid all the way up to, you can tie it all the way to the governor, like the mayor was saying. That, you know, it's just nothing. MCM gets no big job, no big contracts. And mayor gets what am I going to say, notice. You got to read the article on that one. Yeah, Hermit, I'm seeing the comment now, yeah. You got it. What's it say? Guy in a coma can't refuse what's said. Yeah. Good quality, 30 seconds. Cool. Thanks, Doss. Video enhanced by Zach Doyle. And it's on view. Oh, yeah, I think I have this one. Doss, I think you might have sent it to me. I was gonna show that. We're not there yet. Let's see if this is it, Doss. This one is Doss? Yep. We'll get to it, Doss. It's we'll get to it. We'll get to the mayor one. I'm just knocking down stuff as I go, leaving us to the, you know, to our final destination. And we'll get back to our thing there. And let's go back over here. So let's hit on Carlos. What's his connection? Because we're showing that the money is just, this thing is just so, this appears to be what was built. And let's just read this article, a piece of it. Here's a Miami-Dade mayor, Carlos, whatever, Gimenez's son, right? That last name. And that's him right there. And as you saw there, oops, he used right there. That's the connection there. So we come back up here. Okay. No, not the attorney lobbyist son. The other son. Okay, not the attorney lobbyist son. So the mayor has, right, so that's what I want to get clear because I thought I was messing something up. The mayor has an attorney lobbyist son. And then he has another son, Julio, whatever. The county already subsidized the PAC to the tune of $7.65 million a year, and it appears that the repair monies were to come out of the annual subsidy, or is it possible, or as much as possible out of that to be made up to the sources? Okay, I'm going to fast forward this. Hold on. Okay, the mayor, which is that guy's, got the commission in the summer of 2012 to approve a $5 million in funding to meet the county's insurance deductible for damages done by heavy rains that year to Ziff Ballot Opera House. This is what they're going to do, right? Somewhere around 2,500 patrons had to be evacuated after water came gushing in. Okay, that's just, what happened. Though the $5 million came from county coffers, the Independent Performing Arts Trust was charged with hiring the contractors to make the repairs. They were charged with it. Normally, the PAC gets the county's procurement department to request bids for projects, but this was an emergency, county staffers told Ladra, saying it's an emergency repair. Ladra, and if you guys, let's back up. Let's identify Ladra again. A.K.A. Ladra. Yeah, Elaine Davila, A.K.A. Ladra. Okay, this is what goes on. Really, they write articles and do this stuff. Let's go. Back up. By Ladra on February. Great. This is February. This is only February 2014. Also, that's interesting. All right, so I didn't miss it. So Ladra is just identified at this point as Ladra, just popping into the article, and we're supposed to know that Ladra is Elaine de la Villa. Okay, so you want to find Elaine de la Villa, you go right ahead, but she's an AKA of Ladra. Okay, so the county staffers told Ladra. Ladra recently learned that the job finished last year. Ladra's with a capital L, so that appears to be they're whatever. Which ended up costing $3.8 million after the county got $500,000 back in insurance claims. Went to Foschini Construction of Florida, right? Whatever this is, where the mayor's younger son works as a general superintendent. So they went to the son where he works as general superintendent, while Julio is not involved in the PAC project. From what I've been able to gather, it might still kind of stink a little that his boss got this juicy no-bid contract. Julio, give him whatever, the mayor's son, got the job he got a job as a superintendent at this construction company that then gets handed this $5 million job, 4.5, whatever, 5 million. About a month after the commission gave Mayor Gimmers the okay to give the $5 million for the repairs. So they gave him the okay, and then the mayor, well, you'll see, the Arts Center selected this company, FIU, in 2013. And again, this company is tied to the mayor right here. He's the current mayor, as I understand it. Nobody is saying that there aren't the best choices for this scope of work, but it's public money. They could have gone through a competitive process and then get it if this mayor's son's company gets it, right? And nobody else apparently had a chance because the PAC Trust does not have to adhere to public transparent and competitive bidding processes like the county does. Based on the operating agreement between county and PAC, PAC has a reasonable for all the day to update, blah, 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 right? Okay, so he gets sanctioned. Okay, so Ferdinando Blank is a spokesman for the mayor. Told Ladra that it would be a major stretch to try to connect the award to the contract to Julio Gomez. So the mayor's mouthpiece told Ladra that it would be a stretch to connect it to his son's job. Really? It doesn't look like a stretch to me. He told Ladra that the PAC waived the customary bidding process because this was an emergency. Okay. It was the PAC that made the decision on choosing the son's construction company. He added, no one in the county had a say or was involved in any way. It's going to tie in. What you guys see it, right? Okay, it moves on. They then presented a proposal to recover the work that needed it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, given that the familiarity, okay, I'm moving on. The proposal began when the cost estimates. Ken decided to not wait any longer and go with the son's business, right? You should also know that there were several subcontractors that had to be engaged to do the work once the main portion was in progress, and those subcontractors were held to the same bidding process the county uses. So they gave all the money to this one, and then they subbed it out again that had to go through a bidding process to do part of the work. Isn't that craziness? Those subcontractors were, but for whatever this company, but for Sikini, whatever, was not. His son's company was not. And it's possible that the Art Center buildings, whatever, is the subcontractors with the study land. I'm going to show you. Later is going to take a major stretch. Now the mayor gets sanctions. Okay. This less elusive son, this Julio, this one, might be remembered was arrested in 2008 on cocaine possession and other charges after police say they busted him during a street drug buy in Coconut Grove. Used to work for MCM. Construction with his dad's pal-in-law. What is a dad's pal-in-law? Pedro Manila. So the mayor is, through this article, is connected with MCM as a pal-in-law, which I guess that makes you pretty damn tight. Let me see the comments now. Well, let me see if I can catch up with that. I'll come back to it. Then the director, Robert Mayers, told Gemma as the employee, right, so that they could be, hold on, let me show you where they told the mayor. That's a little funny. Anyway, I just want to show you that connection there, and I'll copy that and drop that down the bottom for you guys. Okay, here's the link for, for MCM connected to mayor as pal-in-law. Okay. So now let's go ahead and work our way with FIU now. FIU and their Carlos is their representative for the for FIU that does the lobbying. And let me see if I can find. We can find Carlos. So when FIU says, oh, I guess I got to finish that article then, that they did not have a lobbyist, well, they didn't have a lobbyist then. They do have a lobbyist. And let me find it right. Here we go. Waiting for it to catch up. Okay. A similar response came from the parties directly involved with the FIU collapse when asked by a Politico reporter if they had any involvement with the firm that has hired federal lobbyists in FIU-related issues. Well, because FIU already has a lobbyist locked in. So, yeah, they don't have that lobbyist. They have their own. And this article is from Politico, law firm quietly lobbying Congress on FIU collapse. And you guys then do that one, so we'll delete that one. Now here's OSHA with the fines, and we're going to talk about the negligence. Here's the willful or repeated. Willful or repeated. And let me do this screenshot, post it down here. That didn't work. I was hoping I could pull it up. All right, so willful and repleted. So someone died. And there we go. This is the OSHA. This is Department of Labor. You guys got that one. Then we come over here. Can you find a city? Well, you can. Look at OSHA finding the city of Louisville following an accidental death of a public worker. The federal government has slapped the city of Louisville with a $7,000 fine. And this was for, for death. So clearly FIU should also be able to get a fine. But maybe city of Louisville doesn't have any lobbyists. So there's that one. And if you want to look it up, you just Google that. And this is from Wave 5 News, I guess. OSHA fines city of Louisville. All right, so we go over to the left again. One more time over to the left. And here's the OSHA regional news brief. And I use this one. I hope it's highlighted. Willful. Willful, meaning you knew that you should have taken better action to protect your workers, and you didn't, and they died. One died, and some got hurt. So that's willful. That death, it's it's an easy willful based on OSHA rules here. And let's go on away from that. FDOT wants to keep public records and docks FIU bridge sealed on the rule. So we know about this, right? This is on the roads and bridges. And let's see if this is highlighted. If I highlighted something in here. Oh, no, it's just a small hit. So roads and bridges has a little small thing. And they're hitting that they're not releasing, right? And they were just blocking everything. I wonder if the traffic cam also had a contract with FIU. Let's move on. All right. So FIU. Now we come back to the Accelerated Bridge Construction University project, people. And you can see if you look it up, you can look up Accelerated Bridge University Transportation Center, FIU, if you guys want to see their ABC program. And I guess I should drop that down down below for you guys, and I'll do that right now. And then this would be ABC FIU. So that's their program if you guys want to see that. And let's go ahead and oops, let's delete that. I was going to get to you guys, but somebody asked me about hybrid. I was going to show you some material, so that's not now. Document. They have so MCM has a long political ties and is also a player in the statewide level. During the time MCM, a Miami-based firm, was seeking the bid, a company gave nearly $50,000 in contribution to Scott or his affiliate political committee. Scott's the governor. According to state campaign financial records, the decision to hire the firm was made by FIU. But Scott's transportation agency was involved from the very beginning. Scott's the governor of the process. It was among $250,000 in state political contribution the company had given in recent elected. It's among $250,000. So I don't know if they mean it's 50,000 is part of that 250. But this article is coming from Politico again, and this one's called Documents. This is dated way back 3/21. Scott administration had long-running role of collapse of FIU bridge. That was 2 days after, or 3 days after. I'm going to find it. I've got to find the article. Give me a second to scroll over. After the mayor on Twitter said that it's kind of meet the pro. Nope. I'm trying to find my Twitter tab. Is this here? Nope. Come on, where are you? Nope. Working on it. Yeah, this is the willful violation committed with intentionally knowing or voluntarily disregard the laws requirement. You've got to protect your workers, all right? If it's a hazard there, potential hazard, they deserve protection. And what we got here, Hermit. Willful, you made a choice, a bad choice. Yes, Hermit. White's brother. Just reading comments. Okay, maybe it's over here then, my Twitter thing. Let me find it. Oh, there it is, Twitter. So this one will tie into, I know you guys can see the screen. Just give me a second to tie the two together. Okay, so Scott's docket. Oh, buffering. Oh, I don't know if it's buffering. Give me a second. I got a tab open on the side. It says buffering, but I guess it's not. I want to make sure it's streaming. Okay. Yeah. So then we have this article released on the 21st. If we go to Twitter, we can see that the mayor, ex-mayor, who's obviously connected, screamed out on the 18th, and then 3 days later, Politico did an article, screamed out that despite earlier statements to the contrary, Florida Governor Scott at MyFDOT was heavily involved in the FIU bridge project. So the mayor, connected, says this 3 days later, saying, you know, well, you guys don't know it, but he obviously knows it. I urged the NTSB to immediately remove from the investigation. So he wanted them to remove it as a conflict. This mayor did of the city, but it you know, that they took cover behind the NTSB by now hiding. The public deserves real answers here. So there's Mayor Philip Levine making his statement there. That's pretty profound with all the knowledge we have now. And then we have Senator Bill Nielsen, who we know takes all the money from the who's not speaking up against FIU, state, or anybody else. It's not, you know, not representing his peeps, if you will. He states on May 23rd, a few days in response, probably, you know, counter to this, May 18th, March 18th, correction, May 23rd. Let me make sure those dates are right on out of here. Yeah. Well, he only just said this a few minutes ago. I got that date now kind of twisted in my brain. Okay, so this is relevant. This is more relevant than I can recall. I guess I might have known that. I don't know. That this is May 23rd. We still don't know the cause of FIU bridge collapse, but it's reassuring that the NTSB is laser focused on the cracks in the structure. The victims' families and the public deserve a thorough examination of the tragic event to prevent. Hey, does that sound like he cares about anything? And we got to see the comments, right? So those are the likes and comments are here. Oops, you hit here to get the comments. And then the comments are, you must oversee, surely, oh yeah, whatever. How about turning it laser focus on gun, whatever. Since when is bridge safety a constitutional responsibility of federal government? What part of Article 1, Section 8 authorize congressional involvement in a local transportation safety issue? You need to retire, Bill. Well, they gave federal money. You give federal money. They've got strings. Or you could stop funneling public funding into a soccer stadium. Fucking rich people playing lane. Never have happened again, really. Should not have happened in the first place. Can a politician be proactive? No. They can only rely on the system in place. When it goes wrong, it is a tragedy that should be wasted. It's a voting season, of course. So a senator is busy investigating why a bridge collapsed. Maybe he's getting money from the contractors. Wants to run blocks if they get too close. The country has a lot of stuff going on, but a pedestrian bridge is more important. I like this person's statement, the first part of it. All right, so that's that one, right? So we're going to close that out. NTSB's got nothing further to say about it. If you look at Twitter and hit it up, and of course you see they published in 2016, which bothers me dramatically, the 2016 stamp plans by the NTSB. That really disturbs me. I see that it's something that they're hiding. And I'm going to close that one. Moving on, knocking it down. So let's hit Linda Fig here. Let me see if... Let's hit Linda Fig. Now she's going to talk about origami, and then I'm going to show you guys origami. Let me pull my mic. Tragedy that should be waived.
That come into a canopy
It's a voting season
that is both structural and provides...
why a bridge collapse. Maybe he's getting money from the contractors. Wants to run blocks if they get too close. The country has a lot of stuff going on, but a pedestrian bridge is more important. I like this person's statement, the first part of it. All right, so that's that one, right? So hold on, guys. I gotta holler at somebody that I'm on the. NTSB's got nothing further to say about it. If you look at Twitter and hit it up, of course you see they published in 2016, which bothers me dramatically. Walk away. The 2016 stamp plans. Nice, you can play with them, but I'll come back to the house. It really disturbs me. I see that it's something that they're hiding. Sorry about that, guys. I guess you heard that much. So, let's start the video. I gotta let this catch up to that last sound so I don't overlap. Moving on, knocking it down. So let's hit Linda Fig here. Let me see if... Let's hit Linda Fig. Now she's gonna talk about origami, and then I'm gonna show you guys origami. Let me pull my mic. Tragedy that should be waived.
That come into a canopy that is both structural and provides...
Why a bridge collapse. Maybe he's getting money from the contractors. Wants to run blocks if they get too close. The country has a lot of stuff going on, but a pedestrian bridge is more important. I like this person's statement, the first part of it. All right, so that's that one, right? So hold on, guys. I gotta holler at somebody that I'm on the. NTSB's got nothing further to say about it. You look at Twitter and hit it up. Of course, you see they published in 2016, which bothers me dramatically. 2016 stamp plans. It really disturbs me. I see that it's something that they're hiding. Sorry about that, guys. I guess you heard that much. So, let's start the video. I gotta let this catch up to that last sound so I don't overlap. Moving on, knocking it down. So let's hit Linda Fig. A structural element. What else did they make determinations based on? You know, the height, because it equal to a fish? No, she says origami. It's just craziness. Now, I had someone contact me, and they said that the origami thing to me. And there's the origami statement in this also, that the bridge layout was origami. Really?
With cables that come into a canopy that is both structural and provides shade for those who walk across the bridge. So the inspiration was from, you know, the various different aspects that make FIU and the city of Sweetwater great. We noticed that in some of the satellite work and weather work that FIU was doing, that they had this sort of origami feel to the satellites. So you see the struts on this bridge feel a little bit origami.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I guess you heard that much. Okay, so now you heard her say the origami. Now watch what we find when we look up satellites. But before we do that, I think you guys, some of you just jumped in. So let me do... this one. So now she said origami, if you guys recall. She said origami. Let me open this window. Need some air. And she said she got it from the satellites. So I wanted to find these satellites that were related to FIU. So I did a lot of FIU research, and turns out that the National Weather Service of Miami, Florida Forecast Office is co-located within the National Hurricane Center on the campus of the Florida International University. So if you go there, and you guys can find this, the National Weather Service, and you'll find, well, I'm going to link it for you. And you'll find that your origami-ish, not. I'll show you the images, and you guys can figure out whether you think it's origami. All right, so I just linked the National Weather Service to the bottom left there. Now, when we hear, I went all through this, so you guys, I'm just going to close this tab. You saw that, and then I'll just open this one up. So I tried to find this origami, and I searched, you know, it was, well, she said it was over the university. So if you go to the Caribbean, U.S. Atlantic coast, and you start clicking on all these things, different bands, it'll give you different versions of this. I don't see origami. You know, I've already done it, but you guys can go into it and try it. There's the overlay of the states. Obviously, the states aren't. You know, these maps they put overlays on them. So I don't see any origami. I see what looks like, you know, regular news type weathercast. And this is the live, or you can pull up the timelines on this and all. And that's this guy. And I'm going to link it with the. I'm going to link this one with the other one, with this one. So I'm going to edit, drop it below it. So there's two links there. And then I'll go back there and drop that. And then we'll go to, well, here's FIU News. And I think I already said it in the beginning of the video. Here's the news, how FIU gets its news out. Well, 1, 2, what do you notice here? Wait a minute, where are the males? It's all female. So, you know, I love men. I love women too, but we can't get diversity with this shit. So you guys can look that up under FIU News and Media Relations, and you find that their bios and things like that. And so you know, we don't think alike. Men and women don't think alike. So, you know, you're going to get whatever's coming out of their heads. All right. So here's I try to find images and things like that would tie in FIU and this origami. I could find none except for this. I can find. Hold on, give me a second. We'll get back to that one. My man's DOS, I think, said that one. Yeah, that's another topic. So, over here, except for this, FIU gets $4.8 million to establish a center for origami antennas. I shit you not. Origami antennas. So here it is again. I'll give you the link. I don't know if I already did or not. Yeah, I think I did on the. I think I did down here, right? Uh-oh. I'm trying to find the live broadcast. There we go. Far right. I'll just keep it to the far right. So I think I did that down here. Nope. Okay, so I'll add that link to you for you guys right now. So origami, I have to add 3 links. There's the Air Force, gives them $4.8 million for origamis, May 2nd, 2018. Before the origami bridge went down in flames. Look up Defense Technologies, Washington D.C., Florida International, right here, and it's there's an article for it, and this will be Air Force awards $4.8 million to there, and this lobbying pays off so hugely for FIU. I mean, it pays off in spades. So let me get rid of that one, and I'll give you guys this link. And there's your origami. And now we'll go back to that one. I'll trash it. You guys can look it up. And I'll throw this link under there too, also rather. And we'll bounce out. We're knocking them down now. Let me throw that in edit. Throw it underneath. And save that one for you guys. Okay, because a lot of people asking for links, and now we got the links covered. What we got here? Yes, but the other thing can be folded. This one folds. Solar panels are folded. I thought origami was the art of the paper folding. Yeah, it's I did look up the research on that. The Air Force one. It is pretty. It's just basically set like an umbrella system that opens up for it. Now Carlos represents FIU. See right here, an FIU alumni. Carlos is the lead man for the university interest before Congress. Carlos represents the university's interest before Congress, meaning for Congress, not to Congress when they use the word before. And that's their FIU. Sorry, taking off my shirt there, stripping for you guys. That's FIU's point man. So when they said that they don't. They didn't hire that lobbyist because they already had one on stage. They already had one in the hole. So then I'm going to throw this over here and call this one lobbyist in the links. So where are you here? I think she meant the overall concept of the folding thing, like the solar panels. So I'm going to call this one lobbies. FIU. And I'm going to give him his name. I'm going to put his name there so his name can get out there. Oh, I got to add this too then. This is the guidelines on lobbying. So I'll throw that over here also. And then I got to get that guy's name, right? So that would be over here, and his name is Carlos. And this FIU, they were going to get, Donald Trump was going to use their head law person to represent something of economics or something like that, and they wouldn't take him. You know, the politicians didn't take him, but you can find that he's dialed in, that FIU's dialed in. And this wasn't that easy to find. Meet the staff. This is called, Meet the Staff. Fuller National University. That's how I found that guy. Move over. And here it is again. This is helped organize the White House advisory visits. This Carlos guy. I mean, he's really connecting. You'll see they put out some money. One year they put out a lot of money, and now they're, I don't know if it's down to 80 grand. I'll get you that link. But now they're dialed in. So this will be another one. And that would be, that's the sort of thing. Let's see, I'll go over here. Hold on, let me get rid of, close this stuff down. So there's the white, nope. Where the heck it go? Okay, oh, I don't know where tab went. So I'm going to just, so here it is specifically saying that, FIU spokesperson. So let's go there and let me post that from World War II. That sort of thing with Bailey Bridge, yeah. So let's go to that one there. Scroll over one. Federal aid program. So there's that Buy American thing I told you guys. It's under Federal Highway Administration, construction. Buy America's question and answer federal aid program. So they had to use American steel for people who asked about that. You can get a waiver, but I don't think they can get a waiver. Not that big of a waiver. And you know what? People keep asking me about that, so I'll put it over here. Buy American Act. Steel Act. And that's that one. And then I can trash that one. So that's that link. Where'd you go? Now I lost my Buy American Steel one. Maybe I deleted it that quickly. Well, we'll keep track of it. Oh, right there. So that's trashed. Okay, we're back here. Hello, hello. It's got, yep. Okay, the law firm and FIU, you can see them saying that. This is per political again. We already did that. Law firm quality lobbies Congress. All right, so I could not, I researched this. Peter Gold, so we'll get to them now. It's O'Neill and Peter. Among the lobbyists from O'Neill and Associates are the Peter Golitz, and served at NTSB. He's an NTSB person, right? And there's one other person. Right, the NTSB investigated on March 5th. The Florida Department of Transportation, which is overseen by the Governor Rick Scott, is not answering specific questions. At the question of NTSB, we already know the deal on that. They're saying no, blah, 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 because they got all that money. They got that, well, I just showed you in the beginning of the video, they got all that money from MCM. I mean, that's what I theorized. Okay, here's Carlos again, Director of Federal Relations, help organize the White House visit. We already did that one. Oh, right, I said I would tie his name in. So, oops. Did I tie his name in? Nah. Did I already tie his name in though? So I would tie his name in here. So, lobbyist, yep, I did. So then we will come over here, and we had, this is FIU. Let's scroll to the top. Florida International University. This is the lobbying report. Registrant's name, and as you scroll down, the contact name, Mr. Carlos Beccaria, or whatever it is. Here's his FIU.edu. That shows directly, and here's the amount right here, organization, 64 grand. So 64 grand, they're getting millions of dollars in contracts. You and I are just playing games. We're not, we can't hand somebody an envelope and get a job. You got to do it. You got to do it through lobbying. And here it is right here. Advocating, education regarding origami defense. I mean, you just spent 64 total grand. You hit all this lobbying stuff. You got yourself a $15 million bridge, a $5 million project here. This one. It's just amazing with this little bit of money that these friggin' politicians sell out for. I'm going to put this one over here for you guys. So this would be command, copy, and then serve it over here. So FIU, 64,000, lobbied Congress. So they have a lobbyist, 100%, no shit, a lobbyist. There's your link right here. I'm going to hit that link to make sure it's a good link for you guys, because that's very important. I better print this damn thing. LD2 disclosure. I'm going to save it, because you know what happens when this stuff gets out there? Hocus pocus, the shit disappears off the internet, right? And we just got my video. I got a copy of it now. If you guys want to grab your copy, you grab a copy. All right, moving on. So we got that guy tied in. Here it is. Advocating for the University Transportation Center. Florida International University. So here it is here. This was 2018. You click this little envelope, right? And it pulls it open. And we go right here, Carlos Guy. And then you look at the dates and times. You jump on that real quickly. And this one is, I'm looking at it now. Senate ID number, same Senate ID number, obviously, apparently, for the year 2018. 64 grand. This is the same ticket. All right. So let me go back. So there's that one for you guys. And I'm going to close this tab out. And then we got Florida International University, and you've got all these tickets. Here's the defense one. They're doing immigration, transportation. This is, I think, the Spanish one they're looking for. Education, defense. We know a defense one, right? That's the damn origami defense. Advocating and educating regarding origami defense technologies. And this is the lobbying, again, and we click on it. And that's where you get the, you scroll down, Related to lobbying activities for this reporting period, less than $5,000, 64 grand. And there's the person again, and it's just craziness. Let me go ahead and get out of that. And I'm going to shut that one down too, because you guys can pull that up yourself now. We're going to count $64,000 question. Yep. I bet it barely. I'm looking at your comments now. USA Steel. Whew, working over. Why do I have this one? Richard. Why is Richard tied in? My brain's about fried. Is this? Well, let me work. Let me just work what I can work, and then we'll get to them. It might expose itself in my brain in a second. Right. This is FIG Engineering right here. So here's FIG Engineering with a 4th October 2013 stamp. Down the bottom here, we got the date filed in Stewart Hall, print name and title, Stewart Hall CEO, 10-5. So Stewart Hall is a connection as to 40 grand, and you know, whatever it may go. But it's got some funny things going on there. Rick, okay, there's Rick, whatever, Al-Kaidi, that's it. So here's Rick here. Rick is doing his connections in 2004, and I use 2004 because that's when that money was bouncing around. And we can see that, what do I see here? Something I don't have my highlight on. Let me see. Anyway, we see where the money went. She gave him 40 grand. She gave Rick 40 grand, right, to play with. And here's total of 23 grand. I'm not saying it's all this, but we can find the who he's connected to by doing more searches. Issues, nothing shows up. No bills, contributions. Democrat 6,500. Democrat 6,500. 16, 23, 16. Whatever. I'm going to bounce out of that. That's the Rick guy. Oh, there it is. So Rick, this guy works for the Federalists, and there it is down his FIG. And I think I talked to you guys. You can tie all this together. You can get some more data. Yeah, it's just, I mean, they lobby. All right, so this proves the lobby. Hey, it's the best Congress that money can buy. Oh, so I told you that, right, William? Or you might have missed that where I was saying the CIA guy said he can buy the United States for some change. CIA guy says he can buy United. Let me look it up. Yeah, I can't find it. All right, I'll just delete it. But I thought you'd be able to find it where he came up with. He did the math that they can get anything passed just by lobbying Congress. So they don't actually have to go there and kiss their ass. They basically just cough up $3 million. They can get anything lobbied to the direction they want to go. They want to spy on the U.S. soil. They don't even have to do it, official channels. They can get some firm like this to lobby for them. Congress all of a sudden says, yeah, the CIA should be doing this work. That's the way that works. All right, here's a different date. This is 4th of August, 2016. Remember, this is so confusing to me because we got them walking papers in 2005 with this 40 grand, but yet we're coming up with multiple stamps of this, if you guys paying attention here or following. That I'm coming up with 4th August 2016 Senate stamp, and then I have this 5th February 14 stamp, Federalist, Rick Elk, whatever his name is, 2004 for FIG Engineering. Then I have the third one. I deleted the third one. Darn it! You guys saw that third one. It was the 2013 one, right? So I'm coming up with the walk-in paper saying that they're out of there in 2005, but clearly they're representing them in 2006. So it appears you can do it. I better keep this one too. So it appears you can fudge some paperwork by mistake. It appears. So yeah. So this link I'll give you guys. So this will be over here. So FIG lobbying dates are questionable. So that's 1, and then 2. So that was that one. That's this one, right? Secretary. That was this one, which is says SOP or something. Yeah. And then we got this one. I guess I deleted my 2013 one, guys. Sorry. I'll just put a note. And there is a number 3 with a 2013 date on it, as you guys, as shown in this video. As shown in this video. Okay, so there's that one. What we got here? You can buy USA gets millions of hits. Oh, cool. Okay, so that's that one. Let's move on. So it's the same company, the Federalists. So they already have a lobbyist. So they don't need a new lobbyist. So we can discount that FIUs didn't have the lobbyist. Only one doesn't have a lobbyist up there appears to be MCM. Now here's the 40 grand construction services. This is FIG Engineering Group. But it's only back here in 2004. Yet I found them again. And they connected up to, like, I mean, it was some serious dough. I don't know if it was 600 grand or something. I don't want to be slanderous and make a mistake with that. It was I don't know where to how to get back to it. This stuff is so so weird. Here's Federalist. So there's a connection there. Federalist Group, Alcoa, FIG Engineering, if you look them up that way. I'll just throw it down there. So this will be an edit. That's that one. And moving over. All right, so that's that one. So then we can find, so MCM, right? We couldn't do that, but they call it Manila. Somebody spell it for me? Is it Manila? Manila? The hell they call themselves? Now we get over here now. So here's when you just look it up regular this way. Let's delete that. You guys put that Manila there. I'm gonna look it up. Florida International. There it is. 64,000. There's their deal with their number of lobbyists right there. One lobbyist, number 1 connection right there. This person is their go-to person. You want to know what they're doing in Congress? You go to this person. He's the only one that can talk to Congress directly, so there won't even be confusion about it. But that comes back directly to Florida International because, look, lobbying firm hired. They are the lobbying firm, so they're double dipping, if you will, because they're the firm, that's their worker, they're the school. It's, you know, it's like direct. It's not even, you know, it's just craziness. This is direct money going direct there. You know, I thought you had to use a lobbyist. I didn't know you can be direct, which it comes down to. There's the 64 grand, and I'm going to delete this and see if you guys got the Manila for me. Will Linda Fig be legal? Be illegal? Oh, hopefully she's been encrypted. Now, these boys, they own everything. This is what this whole video is about, showing that, you know, that nothing's going to happen to it. You know, they need those people to do something, but it's not in their interest, right? Apparently not in their interest. So there it is. He's the client. He's the lobbying firm. There he is again. So Manila, you guys, you know, MCM Construction. What do they call? I gotta get their name. It's Manila, right? Manila. Yeah, that's funny because I've seen that bridge. All right. with MCM, Manila Construction Company. Here it is. Wait a minute. Manila Construction Management. And the University City Bridge Project. We're going to leave that tab there. We're going to come here. We're going to type in that. We're going to run that. See if that picks up anything. Okay, nothing. Here it is. They're under, not MCM, but they're under Manila Construction Management. And they do have a lobbyist present. We need your help. No, thank you. No, you don't need my help. I know what you get. MCM, occupation, MCM, contributor, Manila, there it is. Juan Manila, money to candidates. Here we go. There we go. That's worth the trip now. Look at the dates. U.S. Cuba Democratic Party, $5,000. Miami, Florida, contributor. Look at the Manila family members. I'm scrolling down. I'll come back to it. Well, I'll definitely give you guys a link. Gosh, look at that contribution, baby. Ooh. Homestead, Florida. This is juicy. I'll come back to it. Oh. Marco Rubio, as I said, he gets the cash, baby. He gets the cash. There we go. There we go. This thing goes on, doesn't it? I'll give you guys a link on this. Let me go see what your comments are. It's kind of exciting, isn't it? You guys saw it live. I mean, I'm doing it so long, I'm exhausted. So I guess I stumbled a second there. And here we go. Here's the link. Here is the bonus link we're going to call this one. I'm excited. I'm ready to drink some energy drinks now. Here we go. To the left, if you guys want to click on it, open up a new tab. Ah, yes, Manila Hermit. That's right. Look at the money. So that, I mean, that kind of makes the rest of my video kind of anticlimaxable. That's my own word. I like making up words, right? So, well, let me hurry up. Let me just race through them, then we come back to that one. Oh, look what I found here. Look at this. FIG Engineering Group is constructing, and we'll come back to that guy. That's exciting, but I want to finish these tabs off. It's constructing financing, and will own a $100 million toll bridge over the Elizabeth River between Chesapeake and Port. Look at this. I got to share this with you guys. I'll link it, but it's redacted the hell out of this. Look, that's redacted. I'll give you guys a link. Give you guys the link now. So Pocket Cash, I'll call this one. So that's that link there. I gave you that, and where'd it go? So I can delete it. This is probably a mistake. Look, 47,500 out of one. Florida International University Lobbyist. In 2013 to 2014, I was looking up the time they did it. Look, in 2014, look what, remember they went, that's what I'm sharing with you guys. 64 grand, right? And I said it was like 200 plus, or whatever I said, I don't know, but here it is. $343,485 in 2014 that they spit out. And they were trying to get the bridge back then, you know, correlation thing. You know, I don't mean to correlate, but I'm just saying, we'll come back to that. I'm just correlating that because we're looking for a little correlation. So that doesn't mean it's true what I'm saying, but you know, that's my disclaimer on that, my bias. And this is probably jealousy on my part. I wish I had that $100 million bridge. And so that's probably some bias on that with jealousy because I'm an alpha person and I like winning. All right, total lobbying income for Federalist Group. Federalist Group is who FIG hires. Remember, right here, FIG, $12 million. these people are big time. So FIG hires Federalist Group to work for them, and they've got some serious access to a mouthpiece, because everyone must know that when the Federalist Group walks around, they got $12 million. They don't have any pocket change, that they've got it, and here's the people they represent. But you guys can look up Federalist Group on your own, but I just want to show you a connection right there, that's the smart move on FIG's part. And that was 2014 money, 2004 money. We pump it up to 2014, and Verizon is one of their peeps. That's going to take forever. Okay, so then we go to 2015. If you guys can't see what I'm doing, I'm looking for if she was around with them in 2016. So far, zip. Just so you know, I don't know if it's on your screen or not. You can see it. I'm up to 2017. Now 2018. And then for proof positive, I need to go down here to 2013. And then 2004. Yeah. So 2004 is FIG to work with this company. I don't get the other dates, because clearly I showed you the other dates, and they came up with 2013, 2015, and 2016. So it's weird, and it's the same company. I don't know how that's not a mistake of some type. There's the Federalist Group again, 2004, and we can see where their money goes, what they're all about. And just for the sport of it, we'll do this. I want to see if FIU comes up under them. No. All right, trashing that. Lobbying sending database, FIG. As you can see, there's 40 grand. So we don't have this site search in general. I'm going to close that out because I need to step it up a little bit for you guys. Here's MCM. Now I did find MCM under Open Secrets under here, under Open MCM Corp. 21 grand in 2018. But what did I do wrong with that? What don't I like about this? Right, now there's Rubio. There's this company contributing there. But better than that, we have the real site now, and I'm going to bounce out of that one. I'll just bounce out of it. You guys can look it up. We already showed you the money they got there. It's 300,000+ and right there. I'm gonna keep that open for a second, give you a link on that. I'll link you to that one. And then where we got it? We're running out of tabs here. There we go. The beautiful 2018. So looks like the money dried up after that. They didn't want to. They hired, apparently, you know, I would have hired another company myself to represent me after that incident. Pretty steady here though on a two different contributors, $2,700 to Bruno, Republican. Bruno, 3 contributors, so combined on the same date, which would be legal, you know, because they're your own person. But clearly the intent is to give this person a boost in funds. 246, yeah, $8,100. Yeah, so Bruno, so you would Google this and see where he's located and see what he's all about, see the connection between MCM. But it doesn't matter if you find a connection, does it? It's perfectly legal, and yeah, they just come up with whatever reason they want to in Florida to just hand the money over. Money to PACs. U.S. Cuba PAC, So MCM is about the Cuba for all the people who said they were racist for saying they're Cubans, this and that. Well, clearly they have an interest with the Cubans. Alignment there, which I don't care about. We're going to be dead in 100 years, but you know, if you people get all politically correct, I guess you can drop your ass in a bucket. Here we go. What? Homemaker. U.S. Cuban Democratic Pact. This person's a homemaker, $3,000, Madeline, $3,420, and the profession, occupation is homemaker. So, person that has no job, you know, income, reportable job, has $320 to throw away to the U.S. Cuba Democratic Pact. So if you look this up, you know, this would be another trail. You look this up and you see where it goes, you know, what kind of status they have. Who are they connected to? And threw some money at this realtor. Really? Bruno got the money. Bruno again. It's Bruno. This Bruno is really someone of interest. Marco Rubio, he got it from all of these. So Marco Rubio wouldn't, and he got the max, except for this person held back $200. And then Marco Rubio is dialed in with MCM. Look at this. Marco Rubio is dialed in with MCM. Marco Rubio is dialed in. So he's going to be the front man, you would think, right? Look at all the $2,700 these ads in. So if you want to see who got that work done, and you know, I'd start looking towards Marco Rubio. I don't see the other congressman, senator in this deal. National Republican Congress. They hit him up with a little chump change. Let me see your comments. Sorry, guys. I don't know, Hermit, about that comment. I seen this name in my runs. Somebody gave Donald Trump $250. $250. Luis Rubio, Marco Rubio is their man. So whatever Marco Rubio has to say right here, look at this. Whatever he has to say, I got nothing. I don't believe a thing. Here's $1,000 coming at Donald Trump again. So I guess Donald Trump won't be shooting them down too much, right? Donald Trump again, $250. What's that? The teaser, the hello price. They took back $3. Marco Rubio, somebody exceeded their money, I guess. And Marco Rubio must have kicked back $3. That's odd. From Madeline. Marco Rubio, $2,000. Well, Marco Rubio. So just dial in with your senator and get all the jobs you want, it appears. Carlos. Remember, Marco Rubio is tied into FIU University, so I might have to retitle this. Marco Rubio, MCM, tied in together. Contributions. That might be a separate video altogether. Ted Cruz, $1,000. Republican. Democrat, $1,000. Hastings, Mark Rubio. Mark Rubio, just 2015. They've been dialing him for a minute. 2015. Reform Washington, $5,000. I don't know about you, but Leadership PAC summary. Reform Washington, Government Leadership PAC. Yeah, I'm going to close up some tabs so I can get it. Here's a summary. 150 grand. 2016. So let's see where the money went. Recipients of this 150K. It went to, really? Carlos, Republican of Florida, Republican of Florida, Republican of Florida. So it appears they made a smart position at this point. They got Republicans backing them all up on this one, huh? I mean, they've got tons of Republicans in there. Mark Rubio, $2,700. So you donate to this PAC, it goes back to your person. So you can donate more money if you will. Carlos, so $2,700. So if we go back to here, you can, this $5,000, Reform Washington in 2015, can go circumvent back into the because it came through someone else. You gave it to a PAC. The PAC then can hand it out. And I guess if you got hold of the PAC on the phone, you know, I guess you can tell them, can you see if you could give him some? You know, that's just my theory on it. And these guys too. Okay, so back here. U.S.-Cuba democracy, Mark Rubio. What's Mark Rubio? MCM's, he should be a damn a partner. Really? Homemaker again. Giving Carlos somebody. My gosh, yeah, they give money. They give money. U.S.-Cuba democracy, U.S.-Cuba democracy, Cuba. Gosh, what is all that about? No idea what that's about. Okay, sorry. Mitch McConnell, homemaker. Mitch McConnell. Oh man, these people, they're in the right position. Are you telling me they're gonna get slammed? They've got so many politicians that they're giving money to that American Road and Transportation Building Association, $400. There's your Schultz. Who asked me that? P. I'll wait for it to catch up. I'm over here watching you guys. Comments. Wow. Wow. Waiting for you guys to catch up. Catch up. I lost it. Look at this thing. It just goes on and on. Ted Cruz. They're Mark. I mean, come on. You can't be Mitt Romney. You can't be more covered than this. I mean, there's some old stuff, 2012. But it shows how far they've gone back, and I'm still going, right? Mitt Romney, 2012. Republican National Committee. Well, you can't say they're not Republicans. They throw in some Democratic money. Right here, you get a nice little favorable article. You put the American Road and Transportation Builders Association. You give that money there, you get a nice article. I guess you get a doubly nice article. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking out loud. Connie Mac. Oh gosh, look at this stuff. Wow. Mitt Romney, 2012. They're solid on the U.S.-Cuba Democracy Pact. Reclaim America Pact. MCM Vice President. I'm definitely going to look at that. Let's go back to this one. I don't see the point in this. This kind of makes it all moot now. Moot. M-O-O-T. So, you know, here's the lobbying people. Blah blah blah. I don't know what to do with this. The two firms behind FIU collapsed pedestrian bridge. There's no reason to do that. Let's delete it. Here's our Senator Mark Marco Rubio, as we look at him, he has, under Open Secrets, he has his money coming in from these guys. Club for Growth, the Villages, blah, blah, blah. Look, so you're like, what the hell is this stuff, right? Clearly, they're private interests. And I say clearly because that's the way my brain works. Wow, I got to hit that one. 191. Elliott Management. So Elliott Management, right? So, my gosh, I mean, is he really? You know, I'm just thinking out loud. Elliott Management. Is this Florida, New York City? No. Largest activist fund in the world. I didn't know that. Largest activist fund in the world. Elliott. Oh, I did see this. I did know that. This is on one of my tabs that I dumped. What kind of activism? Really? Whatever. You guys can go down that rabbit hole. I think I'll bail on that rabbit hole. Hedge funds, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, they're dealing with hedge funds, money and all. So what do? You know, you need your senator to help you get something through. Well, you know what to do. You got to do what you got to do. William Washington again. Yep. PE. Yeah, you got to Google that real quick. I'm not up to date. I'm not giving my money over to there. I would think it would be. That way you can give more. U.S. Cuba. I like. Now I'm getting into the flow. Cuba. Club of Growth. Okay, Club for Growth. Republicans. 10-8. Senators. Ted Cruz. I like to see all. When you see that little piece, that means they're down in the crumbs area, maybe. Let's see. Marco Rubio, $500. So Club for Growth, $500 in 2018. As we bounce back over to here, this deal took place 2018. But clearly, individuals, PACs, what am I looking at here? Senator Marco Rubio, Florida. 2013 to 2018. So this company, for the 5 years, giving my man $286K. $25. 5 years, $197K. So it's kind of cool, though. You want to see what year, you know, they had a little deeper conversation. You can see when the money increased, right? Does that make sense? That's 2016 for Marco Rubio. Club for Growth. Still up there at 286. Elliott. Oh, they're doing double years. They're skipping, 2009 to 2014. Club for Growth. Oh, it got worse. It got worse. I'm done. This is the money hole. Oh, yeah, there it is, MCM. Beautiful. I'm not so dumb. Oh my gosh, in 1 year, in the 2009 to 2014, there's the add up. I didn't see that coming. I saw a little bit coming, but I didn't know it went back that far and that much money. 58,000. I'm going to give you guys a picture of this. I'll give you guys the link. 58,400 in that little bit of time period. So this is the time period where the bridge was accepted, right? So let me come over here and hook my people up. Hook my peeps up, right? Here we go. $58,400 was it? Uh, 2004. No, 2009. Nah. What was it? 2009, 2014? 2009, 2014, yeah. That's crazy. So, now you guys ask me, you know, come on. Come on, you know, everybody can be bored. I tell you what, I'm going to keep my bread buttered. That was 60 grand at that period. I don't know. I don't know if I know anybody under that bridge. I'm a dirty bastard sometimes. I don't know. And we're like, what? What people? People in the cars? There were? We better have a research on that. I'm gaslighting all you guys. Let's go back 2012. Just see what happens. 2007 to 2012. 54,000. I mean, he's dialed in way back there. He's dialed. Oh, career. Go with the whole career, Chumpy. No, well, we know it goes back further than that. Okay, there we go. I'm going to give you guys a new link. We're up to 113,000. We're up to a little more change. I apologize. Let me put it over here. Give you the linky. Linky winky. Let me tell you guys, I'm working on 3 hours sleep. And not an imaginary 3 hours, real 3 hours. There it is. There's the link. I'm going to make sure this works. Yep. To Marco Rubio. Okay, so that's nice. That is nice. So, what we got here? Let's move over. Hey, now you guys know what research, because we're doing it live now. Now you know how long it took those videos when I said they take me hours and a day sometimes. This is already pre-researched, and now you guys are live doing it with me. Now imagine doing this, taking screenshots of this, recordings, putting it in software, and then the computer crashes, the software crashes. You talk about crying. I don't cry. I just go, oh, really? And I just work on it again, getting the data out there. But now this live streaming, it's you know, as long as I don't do too much cursing and all that, it's really a savior. Okay, we can crash out of that one. And so Florida Crystals, anyway, we can crash out of that. So Marco Rubio, we're talking, I can't say it. And here's lobbying for this one, for Florida International University in 2014. Let's see what they did in 2016. Watch the money. Now we're still up there in 2016. They still got some dough kicking out. And let's see. Ooh, who they give their money to? I did see this before. I'm just having fun with you guys. So FIU is in line with Hillary Clinton, baby. They gave $41,476. So, you know, talking about the Migler thing. So everybody this is an attack on you. So this makes you not align with FIU. If you don't like, so I associate your alignment with FIU with Hillary Clinton. Now you have a negative association with FIU. As long as I keep letting you understand FIU, Hillary Clinton, FIU, you know, that's it. But they try to dip a little bit. See the little money? $8,500 to Donald Trump. $4,100 here. So, you know, this is just little, you know, nothing. Jeb Bush, Republican National Committee, Bernie Sanders, blah, blah, blah. Democratic executive, see this, they gave another $3,000, another $2,700. Now, I'm not going to get Debbie Wasserman. There's your Debbie Wasserman, my man. Is that PE? That's your girl again. So what they were saying about Hillary Clinton, and we're going to get out of this, is that when they put all the money towards the Democratic Party, they were just not even dishing it out equally like the Bernie Sanders and everybody. They were just coming right to Hillary Clinton. So that was a nasty way, and of course, you know, we're not going to get sidetracked on that, but I hope we don't. Marco Rubio, senator, they gave him $500. He works for them, or works with them, I think. So I guess they're just being polite. So $8. What the hell? Who writes a $9 check? Can we buy you a phone call? Any $7, $2? Iron Eyes, Chase Iron Eyes. So this is $2. Would be a Democrat, right? $2. I'm not going to say the last word. Anyway, here we go. President, Jeb Bush, president. And then let's pop it 2018. 2018. We see that we got Democrat, 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 Democrat. They hit a Republican there, John Ward. Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. So you can bet if they're aligning with this guy, John Ward, then John Ward is just a fake Republican, because they clearly align with Democrats. All their money that they let do talking, they try to do it with Democrats. So again, I'm using the amygdala trick or association to, so you hate them. And now PE's got me not liking Debbie Washman Schultz, because he highlighted that for me. Total 25 grand. They gave all the Democrats minus $250. And correction, right? Yeah, 1,000. There's a grand here. There's another grand, 1,500, 25. Well, you know, I made a little mistake there. Whatever it is, 25, 2,700. Call it 3 grand. Call it 5 if you want. Okay. So lobbying. That's the recipients of their C4 lobbying profile. So they've been rocking it for a minute. And there's this silly $64,000 thing. And Florida, whoa, what's going on here? Firms hired. This one slipped through me, didn't it? I don't know if you guys catch up. This one slipped through me. You see this shit? It gets me sometimes. You know, I search this every which way, and then this is what happens. I click on, click, and the next thing you know, I find it's another angle where they're disclosing. So Florida firms hired. We'll come back to that. I don't want to get. I try to come back to stuff so I don't lose focus and don't get too excited and get all fired up. All right, this one is about lobbyists. So we're going to punch that in there in a minute. But here's a Peter Goes. This is the guy that the firm hired. Nobody knows what firm it's hired, but he clearly worked for, as they said, National Traffic Safety, NTSB. So he clearly worked for there, and so let's click on this, see where this connection goes. So here's the connection under Peter with that, revolving door services. And that's that one. If you guys can sort of gleam over the names and come back, we'll just bail on that. Something I just put in my brain. And then agency lobbying profile. They got number of clients. Great. 8 clients. And here are the disclosed clients. National Traffic Safety Board. How did I get to the National Traffic Safety Board with that? I'm going to see comments in a minute. Give me a second. I'm going to bail out. I'm going to back up. All right. From Peter. Oh, additional information. So this is the agency lobbying profile. So they lobbied this agency, and when you click this, this is the agency's 2018 who's lobbying them at the current, well, what they're disclosed. Because as you know, I just showed you in the previous tab, you can chase this stuff around, and next thing you know, something else pops up like this one. We'll get to that one. Oh, great. And you can read these. You know, you can read them. Some of them are actually okay, like they're American Airlines. That's not tap. You can't tap on it. If it was blue, you could tap on it. I'm bouncing out of that. Oh, no. Let's go back one. 2017. Because we're still under one of that National Traffic Safety Board. Yeah, I already went down that rabbit hole. Let me back up. Okay, so O'Neill & Associates, firm lobbying profile. So this is, again, this is the person that he works for, senior vice president, and the other person is a senior vice president also. So we click on that. We pull up the client's information on 2018. Total lobbying income, $230,000. If you remember Yeah, 230. They had more than that total or something like that. They're like, no, that was FIG had more into the 12 million point. So right now they're lobbying with the Association of Professional Flight Attendants. Oh, I did read this one, this stuff. But we don't see their other client. We don't see their other client, amazingly, right? So their client's not hiding behind one of these clients, right? Transcore, healthcare. I mean, Transcore is what? Isn't that something else? Subtotal parent Transcore. So Transcore is what? Science and technology. I'm cross-referencing, looking to see if it's FIU or anything else in my small brain that can recall. And I don't see any, clarity. All right, backing out of that. So that's the way these rabbit holes work, but I back out of them. I just don't delete. It tells me where my train of thought, backs my train of thought up. Okay, so we get that. So that's O'Neill. And I don't think they submit any bills, agencies. So they're dealing, obviously, with this because he's an ex-NTSB person, I think it is. So he's going to deal with that. It's a dead end. It's a dead end, that one. So I'm just going to go here first. Going here. And then we're going to, so O'Neill I can close out. Let's close out his partner. Is O'Neill and Associates. So that was O'Neill the person. Now this is O'Neill and Associates. And this is who they're lobbying, working with O'Neill. Lobbyists working for O'Neill and Associates. So he then uses, this is person, if you look him up, this is working for, it's a VP2 as I understand it. But you can see him working over here for the flight attendants. I looked this up, trying to give them whatever. I don't know if they could sit down. I forget what it was. This is nowhere. This gives me no data. But this person's a VP. Now there's 230 grand. This person's a VP though. So let's click on him. And it goes full circle. He works for O'Neill Associates. Oh no, that's what he's doing. And lobbyist profile. O'Neill Associates. Let me hit 2016 for him. Okay, one more, 2017. And then I'm closing that tab out. Then we're going to bust up that other guy. I'm coming over here to, oops, one more tab over. We're going to bust that up. Let me see where you guys are over here. Okay, saying hello to you guys over here. Amazing how much construction. Right. Thanks, PE. Thank you, PE. Thanks for your contribution also, your financial contribution. A couple of you other sweet brothers out there too sent me some money. I'm using this screen sharing software now, PE, to purchase you some of your money for. Now I'm going to slide this over, and a couple other people too. I'm going to click now. Now we're here at the FIU having another. It's quite disturbing one for me on that one, because it's 64,000. It's the same amount as the other contract. Oh, total reported by them. So what's this person do? $10,000. What do you get for $10,000? We look at it, and you get Becker and pay somebody off. Pellet pay off. They got 445,000 in status. City of Cape Coral, PA, full order. Okay, so they got Florida connections. Right there, education, 10 grand. So that's their total. Let's see, is that their total? So I need to go to 2017. See if they're around before in 2017. $10,000 again. Hey, what kind of money do you pay a silent partner? Hush money. Interesting. They're still listed as their client, and as in 2016, $0. Now we learned something new. 2015. Let's see if it's $20,000. So maybe that $20,000 carried over to the next year, because it appears to be $10,000 a year so far. Imagine lying to me. I get to the truth, but my gosh, drives me crazy too. So now we have a history starting in 2015. So we have a history starting in 2015, and they have a lot of bills. The $1,000,004 in 2015, they had. That's when they got the $20,000 bump from them, especially. Let's see. What's this about? This is Florida National University again in 2015. Pumped out $177,100 in 2015. You know that bridge was trying to get, it got approved in 2016, right? So you figure that out. This Becker Pillow, where did this $20,000 go? Where did the other rest of the $150,000 go? Oil, I'm sorry, that's an additional, right? So where did it go? Yeah. So let's see. Now when you go up lobbyists again, now they show up. See, that's nasty. I mean, I just went around in full circle. Now look what shows up. Franco. Omar. Okay. Lobbied for Florida International. So this is the firm. This is the representative for the firm. Let's see what he's got his hands in. Franco. So, City of, this one and City of Florida. Franco Government Relations. What? Florida National University, back. Omar Franco. Franco Government Relations. Lobbying firm. So you paid, you know how I was telling you, you know, you pay one person to help you pay the other person because they got maximum. So this appears to be one of those deals, you know, where you pay another, you want more money to go to you, I hand you the $20,000, you then hand it to them under your donation. Whatever, you know, it's just, you know, it's just some nasty stuff. But nevertheless, this is what it appears to me, because why would you need another lobbyist firm? And here it is, $40,000. Franco, you know what, I'm bailing out on that. I'm just going to give you guys the link for this one, showing you the tie-in. Well, I guess got to go back one tab for that. Right there. Another connection. I think I have a couple more things to show you guys, and then let's see, another connection of 2 lobbying firms. Okay. Yeah, I saw that, Rick. It seems that, oh yeah, William, what do you say? Seems to me that it's all but disappeared. And then we go to, okay, so lobbyists. What's on this one? Oh, this just says lobbyists in general. So you can look up any lobbyists you want here. Money to Congress, contributors, recipients. So, and we already did that. I'm going to bounce out of that. And what's this got here? Reform Washington. Yeah, we already went down that rabbit hole. There's the Open Secrets, U.S. Cuba Democracy Pact. We click on the Cubans, and we come up with attorney. Oh, this is nice. So there's MCM. MCM slamming their money into there. Oh, they just got money to burn. Well, not to burn. You know it comes back at you. Maybe they want to do something in the Cuban area. And then the Cardi Family Foundation. Perry Ellis International. It's the Cuban money. Well, you know why give the Cuban thing? I'm just looking at who's giving. You know what? Let me fast scroll this. You know what's kind of cool though? When you look at this, you don't see them damn senators' name popping up there who gave. Like, we don't give, we take. All right. Close down that one. Oh boy, that thing is still getting nasty, right? All right, so this is Elizabeth Warren. That's my man's girl. Federal contributors. Elizabeth Warren received $50. Are you guys reading this the same way I'm reading it? This is the Federal Highway Administration. Gave a total of $540. Is this, I mean, am I stupid or what? Because it looks like they've got money to give the PACs, and they went all Democrat. Well, I don't know what that is. This is weird. Oh, is that lunch? It might be as simple as lunch that, you know, we need to talk. Yeah, well, I don't have time. Well, we'll buy lunch. But it's also showing you who they're dealing with and who they're buying lunch for, right? Right. So none's a PAC. There's the candidate. To parties, though, $235 to a party. It's not showing over here. Democratic Congressional Campaign, $30. Washington State Democratic Central, $200. DNC Service Corps, $5, $235. Wow. I'm gonna link you on that one. You guys get a link on that. I mean, maybe I'm nuts, but that's what it looks like. It's to me. That's what it reads to me, right? Does it read that way to you? Federal Highway Administration. So much for Not being not political. It's a very political. You know what? It's got it. I got to make sure that's an official name. No, it's an official name. Okay, wrapping it up. Loads less tabs. Okay, here's your transportation, your lobbying issue codes. So I'm gonna put that over there. That's O'Neill. That's Peter Goetz, or whatever his name is. That's the FIU thingy. Miami Herald. Right, we already did that. That one. There's Peter Goetz. And there's the donors of that one. It's FIU. Oh, that's O'Neill and Associates not disclosing exactly their shows them when they were brought on board down here bottom right, but it doesn't show them, doesn't show you anything else. Okay. And I think I'm down to this one. Let me just clear out the other tabs. Somebody asked me to show that. Don't have to now at this time. There's Linda Fig claiming the 2012 article is claiming to be an expert in construction of concrete segmented cable stay construction. Well, they should have stayed with what they were an expert in. And back to this. I'm going to wrap it up when we look at the rest of these. This thing just goes back. They've been dialed in for a while. I want to see how far they... Oh, they got a lot of Democrats on that. I want to see how far they've been donating. 2010. And then if you got questions, I'll answer that. But I think this is interesting. Marco Rubio, 2010. Mission request per best efforts. What? Occupation. There's Magnum Construction. I think that was what they were working on at the time too. MCM, Mark Rubio. Bob Casey. $1,000. My gosh, MCM is dialed in. We're back to 2009. They're giving out $4,800 to Mark Rubio. 24. I mean, they got a senator. I don't know what to do with this. This is just, that's it. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. What I got over here? Hermit got surely that muscle, that misuse of public funds. Yeah, that was kind of different, Hermit. That was yeah, that one's got me too, Hermit. You know, I was wondering, did I get it wrong? Let's click on the link here. I got it right here. Oops. Huh. Oh, look at that. Look at that, Hermit. Reporting threshold $5,000 for 2008 and later $10,000 pre-2008. So it appears that you could do a lot of stuff under the table. Yeah. And then there's 2018, I guess you couldn't do that under the table stuff. William, I thought of that. If you let me go back to it again, William. If you look at the okay, the totals, William. Oh, great. If you look at the totals, huh? Look at this. We could hit that, but if you look at the Democratic Republicans, $8.2 thousand. Whoa, in 2012, look at that. 7.3. And just pretty much all the money goes to the Dems then, and touch there. I don't even know what that is. That must be a sellout Republican to the Democrats. And the Federal Highway Administration, clearly, okay, well, let me get you over here. Let me get you over here to the scale. It's to contribution to parties. See, so it's not lunch. This would be like a candidate contribution lunch. But this is a party. And then we come down here and look at the party. I guess you missed that a moment ago. Democratic, Washington State Democratic Central, $200. Elizabeth Warren, $50. Well, that could have been a lunch, but Democratic Congressional Campaign, $30. And there's a $5 hit. Just going over that again. Hello, Danielle. Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't be. You're a good point, Hermit. You don't need to talk to them at all. You just do your job, right? What do you lobby? You reverse lobbying? You want something done, and you go to the guy to tell him you want them to change the law to help you do your job? I mean, reverse lobbying and giving them that little bit of crumbs to show commitment. I don't know, to show where you stand. You know, show me where you stand. Let me see you cut your wrist for me. Well, it shows where it stands over all those years. It shows where it stands over all those years. In fact, we can bounce back to, I think it was 2016 where they last had a big hit. Yeah, $8,000. Let's see where the money be going. The money be going, $19. Contribution to candidates. Really? 8,000? Hillary Clinton. What? I'm just done. Every time I turn around, I find something new over this bridge. I just hate this bridge now. It just triggers me now. So, Federal Highway Administration gave up more than half their budget, let's call it. Well, just a crumb more would have made it more than half. $4,089. Oh, man, could we find another way to see the rest? Yeah, did they give Donald Trump $278? You know, this is what I say. You got to be fucking kidding me. There's a $19 in this Democratic National Campaign. You kidding me? They got money to spend on. I mean, that deserves its own video, doesn't it? Let me see what you got here for me. He hoes that. Let me see what you're saying here, Phil. Hello, everybody. FHA shouldn't be right. FIU will use the Larry Flint objection regarding to just one chicken. Larry Flint, you can't search those keywords on Google. Which ones, Phil? Hey, Mac. All right. Mac. He's from Europe. If all you guys know, he got Mac Plastering. He does plastering. He got a little YouTube channel. You guys want to watch him plaster? You know, he talks in that foreign accent and all. He don't talk like this. He can't talk like that. Maybe he can. But, you know, I like playing. Yep, amygdala alert. That's right, Rick. Yeah, Mac, we're just going over, man, we're so corrupt here, man. I just found a bunch of data sharing all where the cash goes, the money goes. And here we found out just now that the Federal Highway Administration has got a party to give money to. We didn't even know they had funds to give money to parties. So basically our tax dollars are now rolled into political contributions with the Federal Highway Administration making it clear they're Democratic. They're for Hillary Clinton and for the joke $278 to Donald Trump. I mean, what's that joke? Is that an insult, making sure we know you were there? Yeah. That's part of that swamp. They have the federal, and so this one too, everybody, Danielle, and the links are on the side, Danielle. And this is Manila, MCM, and you can see Marco Rubio, they own him. I'm sorry, that's not Marco Rubio. This is back to 2008. This is the previous people they were managing. Because you're gonna definitely manage them if you put them all that money. Hey, look, you guys send me that much money, you get it. John McCain, look. They got John McCain. I mean, come on. This company goes back to supporting people for a minute. And they do their Republican supports, too. They hit the money. Associate General Contractors. U.S.-Cuba thing they love. But yeah, Danielle, if you hit this up and the link's over there, they have displaying 400. Well, I'm almost at the bottom of it. I just want to see where it bottoms out at. 2007. And, I mean, they'd use all type of, here's Manila, the relative. She's a homemaker. And she's coughing up $2,500 to this Cuban democracy thing. There's your Schultz. There's your Debbie girl. Is that P still in the room? $1,000. They were rocking her in 2006, so they own her. Well, you know what I mean by own it, you know. They got to say. Come on, 2005. Look at the George W. Bush, 2003. His company. Where are they going to? I mean, who's going to go after them? You're going to lose a lot of money. They donate. Wow, I'm going to. Maybe they got a total of what they donate. But I mean, did we cross $1 million yet? Oh, we're back to 2006 now. So at this point, you should start seeing Marco Rubio. Anybody looking? And it says 2005. That was a jump. Sorry. I made a mistake. 2016, I was thinking. Gosh. I'm looking at the top left here. It says, well, 44 left, or is this the last page? George Bush, attorney. George Bush. They back all the right horses, didn't they? Tom Hardy. You know what? You want to figure out what horse to back, you just back their horses. MCM. They can't build shit. I mean, falling apart, but I mean, they got the right pockets. They line the right pockets, as we say, right? I mean, they're doing it. Here's 1999. They've been doing this forever. This is not the dummy corporation. I mean, dummies. That's 2002. They bounced around on that. That was kind of weird, right? Didn't it say 1999 a minute ago? Scroll up. 1995. I'm done. 1991. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I don't even know how to go up to the top. Download first, no. So this is what you would look at, this link, and then you would type in Manila. Great. Great. Manila, well, yes, he won't get you nothing. It took me a minute. I stumbled on it. Manila, if you guys remember how I got here. You know what? Let me go over here. See you guys over here. Hey, Mac, yep. It says you finding all the dirt so to buy the contract. Yes. Well, it's called spread betting. McCain, Debbie Washman, yeah. Yeah, Mac, you know, welcome to our United States, man. We own corruption. Well, this is legal, so it's not even corrupt. I'm trying to find a link to that MCM. The bonus link, I called it. Maybe that's it right there. Puts him back at the top of the page, I hope. Yeah, there it is. Marco Rubio. Yeah, I did that again, didn't I? Marco Rubio. I showed that they gave him $140-something thousand. That was crazy. And this is a bonus link. Let me edit that one and call it, I gotta remember the name because it's hard to find that name, right? Great. Great. I don't think it's MCM Construction, was it? Yeah, not found. They're smart. I couldn't find them. Remember Manila. Anybody remember how I found it? I want to be able to title it properly. Management. I think this is it right here. We gotta get all the words correct. Nope. And next contestant. Shit. How did I find it? The whole world is just made up. We call this backhanders. Yeah. They do it straight up. Ford and what is dummy corporation other than Ford for General Motors? G rather. G's got some of my stock, man. They didn't disclose that bad stuff they had. I'm hurting. MCM Corp. MCM Corp. Can't believe it. I mean, I can't believe it. I just can't find it. MCM. Let me see what's over here. Manila Corporation. That didn't work, did it? No. See, I couldn't. I try to find if they donated. Let me just jump a few screens here. You guys got to bear with it as it loads. Maybe I'll have it in the final name. 2006. 2014, 2015, and you know I like to title this stuff right for you guys. Go track it down yourself. M.C.M. Look at this different play on that. Marco Rubio, another 2,700. Donald Trump, grand. Okay, I think that's it. Yet I can't recall how we did this. You guys are going to have to on your own on that. And there's the money. There's the money the federal highway, our damn federal highway department's giving away. What they do in 2016, what they do in 2012 election. Almost 10 grand, and the answer is, where they hedge their bets? Barack Obama. They're totally Democratic. That's some bullshit there. That's some bullshit there. Federal Highway Administration is full of shit. Well, that's it. That's all yours truly has. Hermit guy. Donors are people. Corporations are people. Corporations are people, right? But that's a federal government. How do they manage to be able to donate money? It says Federal Highway Administration. $10,000. So Federal Highway Administration. Why does the Federal Highway Administration lobby? So under their website, Federal Highway Administration, they say, ask the Rambler. Lobby stopped Congress from funding transit instead of the interstate system in 1956. So clearly they've been doing this. This is part of their modus operandi, the way they operate. Well, that's the government, right? Hermit. Recipients. We know who the recipients are. They made that clear. 2012. And if they support the Democrats so strongly, you can bet Mitt Romney then it would be a Democrat. And I guess you got to call Ken Vaughn a Democrat. Because they make it clear that their position. Yet they don't talk about the lobbying there. It's just that they meet the threshold for $10,000 there. What's to come to President Trump's first State of the Union? Here's the Federal Highways Administration news. Isn't that interesting that they actually are the only ones with news that I've found. There's one more or two, but there we go. So it appears they have their interest in this. And if you read their words, and Uber freight truck, a product of the company, still a customer. So it appears that this is their, here's the position now of the Federal Highway Administration. Which would we say that's the NTSB's, doesn't NTSB fall under the damn, fall under them? Does the Federal Highway the NTSB says Federal Highway, yeah, NTSB falls under the Federal Highway Administration. So we already know where that's going. Her name was Amygdala S. Camilla. I can't do it, William. Chlamydia. Oh shit. Oh shit. See, I don't know what chlamydia looks like. Now I do. I started reading my brain and said, you know, that's probably what chlamydia looks like. I've never had chlamydia. I've never seen it written before. Thanks, William. for my education. I have to go out and get it though. Where can I go get some? Anyway, Uber freight truck. Here's a position on that. This with the current economy, the truck industry also continues to contend. So this is their lobbying, you know, open secret. This is Federal Highway Administration and their position on this truck stuff, which NTSB would fall in line, I would think, right? Rail and transportation workers. Look at this. They even mentioned that the party. So they're poisoning the waters. First, they just mentioning that they want they want to lobby for the trucking thing, but then this Federal Highway Administration blog, if you will, they poison the water by adding Republican to their statement. Remember how I said you poison the water with P told me that he didn't like Debbie Wasserman Schultz. So I said, well, you know, association and all that. Well, they're doing the same thing here. So you're dividing people automatically, and we already know your position on Republicans. You don't like them. So here it is. The American Trucking Association, the industry's largest trade group, has lobbied on fuel taxes every year since 2008. But while the industry throughout tilts Republican, what the frick? Okay. So they're just lobbying for fuel. Now you're going to call it that. And parties have gone to the GOP, Grand Old Party. That's a Republican Party, MAC. Groups that are similarly conservative, like the Club of Growth, America. What the hell are they poisoning the water for? So what are they saying? No to fuel? Let's see. Right, attempts to include language in the Transportation Department's budget. Yeah, they keep trying, but they've turned them down. Yeah, well, they got to call themselves Democrats. Oh, here we go. Both industries supplement their lobbying with a well-oiled system of campaign contribution. Bill Schuster, Republican PA, has made out especially well. Look at that, they're outing somebody. And they actually outing and received the $837 from the trucking. This is crazy. Look, there's the outing. And look what they outing. Republican, Republican, Republican. A little downy there. This is friggin' fucking crazy. This is crazy. And I'm going to back up one to show you where the link came from. It came from the Federal Highway Administration on the news. Here. Trucking. Under that one. Alright, so that's the source of that. But anyway. Whatever. What we got here? Laugh out loud, yep. Thanks, William. I think we pretty much tapped out on this one tonight. On this one, I think I hit all those tabs. We showed the money. We showed the lobbying firms. Here's the real deal. I got links all to the left, loaded up. You saw Manila. Oh, that's right. We want to see what the Macs that they got rocking. But I can't get their name. MCM Construction. Let me try that. I want to see the rock that most that they put out there. But I forgot how I found them. What name? Okay. That worked this time. And then Let's try this again. Site search. Ah, that's not it. They snatched the words construction off of it. Oh, gosh. What was the name of it? What's the name of them? Oh, I know how to find it. I have the tab open somewhere else. Let me try this group. Shit. I got a tab open. I want to see how much they totally gave out. This is great. That doesn't work that way. Nope, looks like I closed the tab. If you guys can beat me to it, it'd be nice. It wasn't this. Maybe it was... We tried this already. Maybe they don't like me cut and pasting now. Right, I did the search here, and then it said MCM construction. Come on. MCM consulting. Great. No. It was a warning popped up, if you guys remember. Great. MCM breaks ground. MCM. Shit. How about news? They don't have the picture of the bridge on here. I'm gonna look at this news. I can't get their name. We see they're over there, but I can't search them. Shit. Something like this is very irritating to me. MCM. I know that wasn't it. There we go. MCM Corp. Out time. Corp. C-O-R-P. Right in plain sight. Huh. Look. MCM Corp. I'll put it right down here on the page. Frick. Okay, so MCM Corp. And that, now I want to see the total they have. So that's 2016. Now we can pull a total. I think it's light down the bottom. 1990. Shoot. Talk about all states chamber. All right, so much for the L totals. That's not going to work. So they're saying it's only 717,000. Not only, but that's a piece of change that they've been given to these senators and congressmen over since 1990. So 18, it's a good investment. Democrats 112, Republican ultimately they get more dollars. Yeah. Individuals 707,000. It appears that this number's Democrats. Yeah. Come with the extra bonus money there. Anyway, so there you go. There you go. So now you see why MCM's not going anywhere. They are dialed in. And here are their Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz. There's all their senators. Huh. Patty Murray. Wow, nice. And then we got the little crumbs down the bottom here. This probably people didn't want to play. Oh, Hillary Clinton. They did $280. At least Donald Trump they put up there $290. All right. So that's how you find it. I gave you all the links there to the left and bottom. Peanuts. Yes, YouTube 999. Hello, YouTube 999. Yep. Well, I got to go get chlamydia. That's what William told me. I got to catch up with some girl named Amy Chlamydia. Catch up with her. You remember the, was it Abby Normal? With the movie? With the brain? Abby Normal. Whatever that was. Steve Martin. Yeah. Alright, well it was a nice chat with you guys for whatever time this is. I don't know how long it is, I can't tell. But you guys want to say something, you can say something and we can talk about it. I'll do a bridge. I'll go out for a bridge walk this weekend and get a live video going and show you guys a bridge. And deal with that. Talk about composite materials. Hopefully I'll have a piece in the car I can show you. I've got it here with me. I just can't show it on this live feed. And that's it. Goodbye on that one, and goodbye on this one. And that's MCM News. Yeah. That we already did. So we talked about the slow motion video. Oh, here we go. Let's just play it. around 20 seconds, I think. You'll see a break here and here. Guy did a nice job on it. Oh. Right there, it's already movement. It's already got your movement. That's already shifting down. And I don't see any buckling going on. And that's that. Oh, here you talk. I'm typing. Tony, thanks. Hope it wasn't too boring for you. You know, that's just data, you know. I found it very interesting to see all that money and then also at the end, surprised to see that the NTSB can lobby through the Federal Highway Association. I find that amazing. And that they have an agenda that's democratic, if you will. It's not just neutral. So, at least I know now if I got to deal with the Federal Highway Administration, I know to act democratic when I'm talking to them. Get all emotional and tell them how much I care, how much I hate Republicans. They'll be like, yes, you're one of us. I'll have the secret handshake then. Yeah. What else can we talk about? Anything? Before you guys jet? Oh, there we go. To the right there. Bridge walk. I'll do the bridge walk this weekend. You guys want to do it? I don't know. Maybe around noon again. I'll take you back to the steel bridge and I pulled up a lot of stuff on Philadelphia that they didn't really do a good inspection at all. They're handing in inspections that are matching previous year's inspections, and our controller actually commented to that effect, saying, "Hey, these reports are the same as the last 2 years. I mean, they're the same report, copied literally." So they're like, "Yeah, well, we go out there, we don't notice anything different, so we just say paperwork and we submit the same form." When I say paperwork, literally, they do not use a computer system. They have to use a computer system now, and as suggested by the controller, city controller in Philadelphia. And they, so it doesn't appear they're really inspecting, because that one had a lot of rust on it. You remember that, my favorite bridge? Tons of rust, but that bridge wasn't even mentioned as a bridge that would be needing repairs. I'm like, really? This thing is, it's pretty bad. It's pretty nasty. Or did they mention the embankment on it? But nevertheless, that steel is, I mean, I showed you guys, it was 100-plus-year-old bridge. It's very nice, but nevertheless, it had some serious deterioration in quite a few places. That's the awesome thing about steel, though. You can cut it out and weld a new plate on. That's what's so great about steel. I don't know what's going on with that. Someone also asked me about the grade of the steel. Sorry, about the grade of crash, I guess. The grade of steel on that bridge. I couldn't find anything on it, on that bridge yet. I'll try to find something on the grade of steel. You got to go back to 1893. You got to figure out what steel mill it came from to figure out the quality of that bridge. But all right. So anything else? Anybody got anything they want to say hello while we're here in the same room chatting up? Oh, gotta look at some comments real quick. I'll use my phone to that because that won't let me do it there. Because YouTube's real crazy about saying do not go into your other tabs because of if someone sees your they use a pin to do live streaming. If someone gets hold of your live stream pin, then you can do whatever you want to with it. Hey Mac, why don't you do some live streaming? If you're still there. Mac's the guy I told you guys about a few minutes ago. He's got the plastering, what they call it, rendering in Europe. Doss, did you take off on me? William, they said that they did hire some consultants, and one of the consultants they hired or using is the state of Florida. I shit you not. They're the ones that they literally said are helping them with the technical problems with the bridge. So that's what I did a video called "The Fox Garden Hen House." So that's craziness. They don't want to find the truth, William. Yeah, and do they donate to the Democratic Party? Well, the National Highway Association, they work. NTSB works under them, so I guess they follow the boss. Follow the plane, boss. Follow the plane. You know that little guy. I got some comments on the cell phone. Oh yeah. What else I got here? Nope. Yeah. So yeah, Hermit, we're gonna go to. I'm gonna go do that bridge walk this weekend. Maybe around noon, maybe around 2 o'clock. Go back to the same bridge. I just gotta share the Philadelphia data on it. I got. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Now saying that, I forgot I got a lot of this data on my cell phone that I'm supposed to make sure I put in this video. Right, we did the willful meaning of the OSHA thing. Yeah, that downtown Philly, man, they're all Democrats. It's just Democratville. Looking at the videos again, I mean my cell phone, see if I missed anything. $10 million. Hey, Henry, were you around when I found that that graveyard and I found the good grief? Did you find when I found the North Pole guy? It looks like he was outside the graveyard, but we had a good. Were you still there laughing at the time? $6.7. Oh, City, Philadelphia gives up that much to him. That's crazy. You know, I never really thought about a city donating to a party. I thought they all of them were broke, you know, that they wouldn't do that. I'm so naive. Still trying to find this. I'm trying to find that bridge thing. What you got for me? Yeah, 6.7 million. I'll show you something then, since you guys are still around. I'm trying to find the tab. Where'd you go? Huh. Working on it. Oh yeah, I can see that. The convention center does okay though, I think. I don't know. There's sometimes, you know, people don't rent it. You get a park and go downtown. Where the great. Trying to find it. Great. I'll just Google it here. Someone, I remember no polls. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That guy was there. Let's see if I can find this for you. It's a Philadelphia bridge inspection. And city controller. So. Hopefully you can see this by now. There's a 2009 report, and the bridge is supposed to be inspected every 2 years. What happened was the bridge, you'll see that they're going to complain that there are approximately 360 city-owned bridges in Philadelphia. See, they're being the 2-year cycle, right? Okay. They have a city bridge maintenance department. All right. City Bridge Maintenance Department, CBMU. Problem conditions identified for maintenance and or repair were often not addressed for years. Further, the bridge files often lack sufficient details to determine whether the condition had worsened over time. They're doing these reports, putting the same reports in. So I was trying to find it, Hermit, to I can go back to that bridge and use this report. Remember I said I would like to find the report and come back to the bridge and use the report. And so I did find the way they're keeping records as per 2009 is that, well, they're not really keeping records. They're just being vague. They don't take photographs. It's terrible. There's a 7-span pre-stressed I-beam bridge. Okay, so this one, we could probably go to this one because this has some detail on it. And this one, we could probably hit all 3 of these if we wanted to. But the reports are so vague. The damage is terrible. I'll show you the damage, the way they report it. I mean, they randomly selected 23 bridges. They went out with the Philadelphia Streets Department, and they also went out with the state of Pennsylvania to go over their bridges that are located in the city. And here we go. Cost for site-specific conditions found. Here's the repairs. Calumet, Edison, Willow Grove, and Henry Avenue. And they were saying they're not even patching. They're not doing anything to make sure it stays stable, the abutments and things like that. That's what abbreviation it says, Bridge Maintenance Department. The findings are outlined below under the general conditions. See, bridges that would seem to warrant more frequent inspection still only got the 2-year inspection. The city's bridge maintenance unit does not utilize databases or computer systems. They use still paperwork. Some of the bridge files we receive contain inspection reports that lack sufficient details to determine whether problem conditions had worsened over time. Also, some reports appear to be simply duplicates of the previous inspection reports. And it goes on and on. So you can see that when we went out to that bridge and I said I'd come back with a report, well, I found some reporting stuff and it quite sucks. And there is no more reason to go down that line. They're stating the obvious and they're not doing anything about it. Let's see if this is a current one. And let me try this one. (2017). Oh, this is a private bridge one. You already looked at this one. Got a private bridge. This report doesn't have anything with bridges in it. And let me confirm that. Nope. My system doesn't work on that. It won't let me, oh, beach ball. Shoot. Let me try this. Let me shut down Chrome. That gives me some more memory. Oh, there it is. So that worked. Now let me try bridge. Okay. The bridge positions, 44 matches. Oh yeah, this is a bad bridge. This is South Street pedestrian bridge. I took you guys on that trip when I took you to the end of South Street. This is where I turned into that parking lot. This is the bridge they're talking about. Yet that bridge is in bad condition. It's a pedestrian bridge. It's concrete. It's got some vibration. I guess we should take a peek at that. That would be interesting to see what they consider so bad. Oh, that's interesting. I like to run this program. I don't want to run it. I don't want to be an employee, though, a seasonal employee. Oh, individuals with barriers to employment, so the felons and stuff like that. You know, it's making jobs for them. I get it, but yeah, you gotta force somebody to work. Ages 16 to 29. There's your age discrimination. Ages 16 to 29. Let me see what you're saying over here. Yeah, they don't do reports. It's, they probably just sit. I'm not going to say that. They're hanging the same report. That's not a report. If you just recycle your same report, you can't say it was the same as last time. It calls for an inspection, and there's no way that 2 years later everything is the same. It's some change, You didn't notice it, but there's some change, You can say, some cracking, something's developed new. The paint wore. Some materials wore down. Some face materials, face-facing materials. MDO will support 7 departments in the pilot. MDO. I thought it was medium density overlay. That's a type of plywood, if you will. And this is called the MDO. There's your mural arts. You guys remember I was talking about the mural arts? We should show you a couple of them down there on the front there. Building bridges of understanding. That seems like a program to get you through a bridge program, if you will. Like a bridge loan, everything's bridging something. Of 320 bridges. Okay, Mission Streets. Huh. We should go there. Willow Grove Bridge can be constructed in Delaware Avenue Extension projects. That's where I had you when I took you to Manioc. We were right there. That's not that steel bridge I think you wanted me to go back over to, but okay. Bridge reconstruction. I guess I should hang this video up, but I'm gonna race through this. Yeah, interesting little program. Okay. Need more felons. If you can get crimes painting bridges, kids out of trouble. Oh man, I got a few criminal element friends. They just like their criminal element. They like it. Did anyone Paul Avery, CEU framework, Directive 89. Hey Paul, I saw your video you sent me over there, the one with the fire, man. That was interesting. Paul sent over. They got in Europe. In his hometown, they got that. What's it called? The Avery Tower? No, what's it called? That tower? It burned up. That took me a while, Avery, to watch that, man. That was all that stuff he sent me. I was like, I'm not going down that path. And now I just shared it with everybody else to make them go down that path now. That was crazy, man, that building burning up, going out the outside skin of the building. Okay, that'd get people interested. Sustainability gets my amygdala fired up. United Nations Agenda 21. Yeah. I thought that was crazy, right? The United Nations Agenda 21 when I first got it, Rick. But then I did the research on it, and it does make sense, Agenda 21. It's a population control thing. If you had a city and you wanted your city to grow, how much would you want it to grow by? You and the mayor, 10%, 20%, 1%, 7%. So like 1, 7, 20, and 30%. Which one would you pick? Everyone you would think 30%. Or 20%, whatever it might be. That would actually, your systems would fail if they're going to grow by 20% a year. Or 30% a year, whatever you come up with, your systems would be overloaded. Couldn't do it. After I saw the math on that, I was like, oh, makes sense. We got to kill people. I'm shitting you, of course, but the population does overgrow. Agenda 21. Oh, I have to change the settings on this video so it stays up. They're automatically going to not let it replay. All right, so I can see you guys on Saturday. I hate leaving you. This is good company. I don't have any company either. You guys are good company. I feel like I'm losing my friends. You guys are leaving. All right, Hermit. I'm glad you like my humor. Oh, I think I found that other video now. And I'm confused on which one to edit. Cancer test results tomorrow. Please visit the Fall Bridge on your next tour. Yes, I will do that. Saturday, what time? I think around noon Eastern, or 2 o'clock. Noon or 2. This time I'll be going solo. I don't think I can get my girl to go this time. That was a long thing for her the other day. 2030 are not good to say the least. I hope you wish you well on the results, Hermit. If you don't like the results, just rip them up, Hermit. You don't have to take that. Just rip them up. And throw it in their face too, Hermit. Hermit, if you don't like the results they give you, grab the paper, crush it up, and throw it in their face. And tell them unacceptable. Tell them unacceptable. Tell them they're dropping the ball, man. Cousin It says, I hear birds. Cousin It, I saw that girl the other day in that video with the black robe on and all that, and I thought of you. I meant to say it when we were driving down the road there in that video Saturday. But it was too late by the time I thought of the joke. That's crazy. This thing did 2 videos. But that one can't, it's live, but you can't watch it, I don't think, right? The other video? I don't think you can stream, can it? 3 people over there, it says. I'm trying to block it now. Oh man, Eric, somebody named Eric's over there. Eric's in the wrong window. Wow, let me tell him right now. When will you know your answer, Hermit? What time tomorrow? Hairy girl. Hairy girl, is kind of disgusting. Flexible filler shirt. Somebody was asking about that, right? Let's see if I'm going to stop the stream for this other one first. Trying to figure out how to do it. Right, so that one stopped.